right? Alright, let's see if it went live. I clicked the go live button, so let's see how it's going. See how it goes. Can't wait. Yeah, I mean, fuck it out. We got like another fucking FCK deep dive to do. Alright, yep, here we go. We're live. Okay, good. I was meant to like do, what was it, like one yesterday, but to be honest with you, I was really drowsy, so I just didn't. But yeah, so we're gonna be watching more of it. Last time we left off at like fucking 3 hours, right? Like, in fact, the exact timestamp, right? Let me get it real quick. It was like 3 hours, 33 minutes, and 47 seconds into it.
Ace, I have a very important question.
Yeah, what's up, Raven?
What do you think of Viaki?
Uh, he's special. He's a very special guy. ZV, I know you asked her to do that. I know for a fact. There's like a really high chance that you're the one that asked her to do that. Fuck off, evil ZV. But yeah, we're gonna be watching more of this thing. That's pretty much gonna be the entire stream. Good afternoon. How are you, everyone? I'm doing good. What's up, secondary for real account? What's up, zombie? What's up, ZV? What's up, lavish and lavender? Dude, we got big things ahead of us, dude. I want to at least. All right, I want to at least, like, I'm gonna put up at 1.5 or something like that. I want to at least get to like the 5-hour time mark minimum. All right, we're gonna be pushing through. We're pushing through. So yeah, here we go.
Time, then tell her that. I didn't think she'd care. Toasty. She did tell me she didn't care if I kept it. Having unsolicited porn made of you by a friend is weird. In fact, she told you to stop and you kept it for a while anyway. She didn't want it made in the first place and you disregarded that. I stopped when she said. I do remember asking her if she wanted me to delete the only copy, and she said she didn't care as long as I didn't share it. And I didn't disregard it. I thought she was okay with it until she told me directly she wasn't. Sending porn without permission is wrong. What you did to Madlibs is wrong. Yeah, then you asked if you could send it to Xena. Then you kept bringing it up in calls. It shouldn't have happened in the first place. Well, if she didn't like it, then why didn't she say anything? Why does she want to bring it up now when the topic has been dead for months? Especially after she told me she wasn't bothered by it anymore. One, because she thought you still had it. Two, that just because she didn't say no, you think what you did was okay. I was teasing her. I would expect her to say, hey, don't tease me like that if she was bothered by it. I didn't think teasing her about it would do any harm. Teasing or not, you were involved in porn made of her. She told you to stop, and you not only accepted the picture, but you kept it. You need to talk to her. Because I didn't think there would be anything wrong with it, especially after she said it was fine for me to accept and keep as long as I didn't share it. I'm willing to. It should not have happened to begin with. That can be seen as pressuring, I guess, but it happened a long time ago, and at that time I did realize that was stupid to do. There's no new lesson I can learn from that. If she's still hurt about it, I'd like to make sure she could at least heal from it. Is there anything else you want to bring up? Other than that, no. You were talking to me about V, and he got in trouble for similar stuff. I don't think you're a bad person, but sending porn without permission and sending it until the person is okay with it can be seen as grooming-esque behavior. V got in trouble for sending porn to minors despite the fact they were uncomfortable with it. Me and Teddy have had a conversation when it comes to shit like that. We both agree that we're fine sending SFW stuff to each other, as long as it's not spammy and really weird, and made up with that other thing. I don't think me and blank, I'm presuming Madlibs again, are on talking terms, but if she's fine talking to me about this, then I'll talk.
I don't know, just the whole excuse of like, well, if they didn't know it, like, how am I supposed to? Yeah, I feel like, hold on, like them saying like if they had an issue with it, right? Why didn't they just say so? I mean, there's gonna be some people that are just in uncomfortable moments, right? That are just not gonna say that they have an issue with it, just because I don't know, they're worried about like upsetting the other person, or they don't know how to fully feel about it, or maybe they feel wrong for even seeing that they have an issue with it. So using that as a point is not the greatest point, especially when the person's 15. But yeah, I don't, I don't know, dude. Fucking freak.
To her, but probably not tonight. You can message her, no excuses, just apologize. Does she want to talk to me? I don't know, you'll have to go and see. Now, after I saw that 8-minute clip from Toasty's New Groove where they spoke of me, my friends decided to join Toasty's New Groove on August 23rd to fuck with Toasty. I was cooking something at the time, and they were blowing up my phone to tell me that they got Toasty to agree to another call with us, that I needed to get on. After finishing dinner, I got on my phone, and I joined the call. Toasty said that he didn't want the call recorded, and I told him I wasn't going to, not that I could have. Again, I was on my phone. Someone else recorded the call, and I wasn't aware.
Lovely. Yeah. Dude. You see, you always said for me not to record the call. You never, real. You never said someone else couldn't do it. Fucking hell. That's awesome.
Of that until after the call was done with. Overall, the call was similar to the one that we had back in June. Toasty kept making excuses.
Hello, A-Space. Hello, Jello. Hey, stop projecting. No, fuck you, zombie. Fuck you.
And changing his arguments when it came to his and his friends' condemnation of Ben Looney, even claiming that he was told that Deku was 16, which didn't really make his case any better. Another focal point is I asked him about Madlib's Discord server, their moderation when it came to the porn chat. He said that as an admin, he didn't care, and that it was too much effort to keep the minors out. That kids were going to see porn regardless, so they just let them in. Call is a little
Okay,
cringy,
dude.
and I do cringe at my past self. I think at times I'm a little over the top, but I'm still going to show you regardless, because it is in relation to an FCK member, partially the FCK server, and in this case, one of the worst members in the group and in the server.
I can show you right now the porn I have saved.
No.
I'll show it to you.
Maybe
I'll show it to you.
not.
Toasty, you're gonna get yourself in another situation.
Yeah,
Because that would be showing.
No, please
Toasty,
don't.
Why are you wording it like that? You're gonna give yourself another situation, not no. This is wrong. No, this is wrong to show the minors. It's you're gonna give yourself another controversy if you do this. That's such a weird way of thinking.
Don't.
Toasty, you're literally gonna be proving that you're showing porn to minors.
Let's compare
You need
dick
to
sizes.
stop.
Fuck it.
I have a very small porn collection, but I do have it.
Toasty,
Oh my god.
stop the live
No.
stream or I'm gonna kick
Wait,
you
hold on,
out.
let Foxtron speak. I can't hear her. What were you
Toasty,
saying?
you're literally gonna prove that you're showing porn to minors.
Are there minors in the
Stop
school?
Yes! I'm a minor. I'm a minor. I'm a minor. Stop.
Oh shit, that's right. Okay, we're 16. Yeah,
Brother.
never mind. I'm not showing that.
And you know I'm 17. You know I'm 17.
Brother,
So I still felt like a minor, so I still,
I still
like, didn't really care.
I still felt like a minor, so I didn't really care. Come on, Toasty. No, that's horrible. My brother in Christ.
To bring up Mad Libs, which I know there have been some server changes since I brought that up to you.
What about Mad Libs?
Convenient, but I brought up to you in Mad Libs when you joined our VC. I brought up to you that the fact that you
What
were
about Mad
a
Libs?
minor, and they openly admitted their age in the NSFW channel. I
Wait,
showed you the screenshot.
wait, hold on.
Okay, hold on. Don't know what that says. Should be watch the FBI. If I walk naked, FBI can't watch me. I'm underage. He won't either because I'm 14, dude. What the fuck? Underage too, so I can't. I'm underage too, so I can't do it. What the fuck?
Rewind. What about Mad Libs? I didn't quite catch
In
that.
Mad Libs server,
Mhm.
you admitted to us that you allowed minors in there because you did not care.
I remember
Right.
that.
Like I said, I
I
didn't feel like
remember
it was my responsibility to like be the sole gatekeeper from minors and porn.
You were an admin.
Yeah, that's part of your job. That's part of your job, Toasty.
Channel.
Okay, that is kind of gay to frame it like it's a job, but yeah, if you're an admin or a mod, yes. If you know that there's porn in the server, then if there's minors in it, don't let them in. Like, what is this? They're just like, I'm not really, the arbiter of minors seeing porn, so I didn't really feel like stepping up. Come on, Toasty. What the fuck?
Like, I'm not saying I'm going to search. No. I said in her. No. I actually do remember the point I made. I said in her server, I'm not going to actively check ages because
You can just look up my
that's
age
so
and
much
search for it.
work.
That's exactly what I did. I typed in my age and it popped up like that. And they admitted it in the NSFW.
Well, I'm not going to check that for every single person because I.
You don't have to check it for every single person. Go to the search bar, you type in my age, and everything that has anything to do with that pops up.
Like I said, I wasn't an active mod in there, so I was someone else.
You
Do it.
Yikes.
care. It wasn't a big deal.
Yeah, I still kind of don't think it's a big deal if minors look at porn. I'm not responsible for what they do. They do whatever they do.
What? Brother.
Guys.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm not
Guys.
responsible for 14.
Let me slow it down a little bit. What the fuck? Brother. I'm not really I don't really care if minors watch porn. Brother, that is not what you want to say in this position right now.
Year-old decides to type Pornhub into the search bar.
Look.
Yes, but you can prevent them from looking at it in your server.
Yeah, because you're responsible for it.
Mad Libs denies sharing that sentiment. She even made a comment on my Toasty Vanilla video, clarifying that it was only Toasty who believed in that. The call between us and Toasty is in my video on him from 2020, and I'll link it in the description. Later on that night, my friend, Person A, joined Nezi Monster's Discord server. On the morning of the 24th, Person A tagged everyone in our group chat telling us that he had joined Nezi's server, had been banned, and that Nezi Monster announced to everyone that he was banned for sexually harassing a member of the server. It was specifically at 10:24 a.m. when Nezi Monster tagged everyone with, Person A has been banned for sexually harassing a member of the server. Please stay away from them. Do not interact with them. By this point, this group had been falsely accusing me of all kinds of shit. Photoshopping evidence, crying wolf, but now it was my friend who was being falsely accused, and falsely accused of sexual harassment. My other friends joined Nezi Monster's server to defend Person A, and they were quickly accused of participating in the sexual harassment. How, you might ask? There was no fucking explanation for that. Just assumption to smear the people defending him. I guess they somehow took turns sending Teddy shirtless photos. I don't know. No evidence was provided for the sexual harassment accusation in the first place, but they did retract the notion that my other friends were a part of it. I joined and went straight to Nezi Monster to try and hash it out directly, sending her a total of 16 screenshots to disprove it, including the one showing that Teddy said send here. Let's read the DMs between me and Nezi. I won't read everything, but I will show you all of the DMs while I summarize and point some things out. So fret not, you will see the glory of my pretentious 16-year-old self and all.
Oh,
I started
boy.
our DMs at 10:56 p.m. with a message that reads, you should probably keep your private narratives to yourself. Person A didn't sexually harass Teddy. We have evidence that she asked and liked for the shirtless images of him. Now what I meant to say was, we have evidence that she asked for and liked these shirtless images of him. Nezi Monster replied a minute later, do you also have all the texts of him making comments about her body, knowing she was in a relationship? Nezi first clutched to Person A making comments about about Teddy's body, that person A knew Teddy was in a relationship. Then she sent me a screenshot from Yume, a friend of Teddy's, asking person A questions. Yume claims in the screenshot that Teddy never asked for the photo, but person A didn't claim such. He didn't even acknowledge it in this photo. So Nezi focused on the fact that he made advances at Teddy while knowing she was in a relationship. This is what she was primarily insisting as her justification
She said fat ass as a joke on her weight, bro. Who cares?
for accusing sexual harassment. Continued making advances knowing she was in a relationship. And the advances should not have been made in the first place. She is in a relationship and has been. Looking back at this, there seems to be a disconnect or presumption that Nezi Monster was struggling with. This idea that making advances to someone you know is in a relationship inherently makes it sexual harassment, especially considering the fact that Teddy continued to speak with person A despite those advances. She continued to share information about herself and befriend him, later on sharing her NSFW artwork, and even buying him games at one point. She never expressed to person A that she was uncomfortable. Had he known that and continued, Nezi Monster would have a point, but that's not what happened. The accusation of sexual harassment didn't come up until they were no longer friends, and I'll tell you why later. Returning to the conversation, I then sent Nezi a total of 16 screenshots. Screenshots showing person A and Teddy were close, on a first name basis, that Teddy told me that she trusted person A with her life, of Teddy and person A sharing pictures of their faces, and even Teddy spamming person A with his real name. By the way, all of which took place after the shirtless image was sent. The last screenshot I sent Nezi Monster clearly showing that Teddy told person A to send here when he was talking about the photo with her. Again, back in June. Like I said, going off of a one-sided argument, blaming him for what they both did, let alone I have more two-faced behavior that I can't mention because it has nothing to do with you. Now, this two-faced behavior claim of mine about Teddy is referring to a misunderstanding on my end. The screenshot seemed to change Nezi Monster's mind. She said that she would talk to Teddy and reconsider the ban, and then she thanked me for coming to her with this. I thought I could trust her, and she sent me evidence. Never ever make this sick accusation against a friend without asking him for the evidence first. This statement is basically me telling Nezi Monster not to accuse my friends and that she could have asked for the DMs between the two of them at any fucking point. She didn't do that. Not once did Nezi ask Teddy, let alone person A, for their DMs. I don't know person A.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think you should know the full story before making like public accusations or just spreading around things like that. That's really fucked. Okay. Yeah, obviously it's not sexual harassment either if both of them were like consenting parties like in the flirting, if that makes sense. It's such a weird way that this got like framed.
First off. Second, Teddy came to me requesting a ban with what she had. Knowing she's been a victim beforehand, I thought I could trust her. I'm talking to her now, send person A to me. You want to talk to person A after accusing him publicly? I want to talk to him. I will admit I was rash. As I said, Teddy sent me what she sent me. I wanted to keep her safe. Every argument used by the court of law when they arrest an innocent man. And as the owner of the server, I wanted to keep them safe. Yet again, Nezi Monster sent the same screenshot with Yume from before and said that I was still ignoring it. That according to it, Teddy didn't ask for the photo. I asked her if she went through the above screenshots and described some of them, and she told me, yes, I have. So if Nezi Monster did go through the above screenshots that I just sent her, why was she falling back on a screenshot of some third-party person claiming Teddy didn't ask for the image? After I just sent her the screenshot from person A and Teddy's DMs showing Teddy said, send here. It's really odd. And that suddenly means you can throw around accusations and not ask questions. Super ironic. I admit I may have made a mistake. Do you want it fixed or are you going to revel in it? May. Join my Discord. Person A is in it. What's your numbers for your Discord if not? I honestly have no idea why I asked her for that. I could have just checked her fucking Discord myself. Nezi Monster 2782. I will talk to both of them. If I have made a mistake, I will fix it. She then asked me if I was a Kumu and then sent another screenshot from Yume and person A. This one being person A's thoughts about Teddy's boyfriend. So Nezi asked me if person A was accusing people of being a pedo. Once I told her it was me, she repeated the same lie from Fuchsia Butter, aka Lucy. Didn't you call Lucy a pedo too? Once she knew it was me, Nezi got defensive and tried to claim that it was someone else and not Lucy when it came to Lucy liking porn of underage characters. Nezi said,
Wrong. Just like I was just saying wrong, yeah.
Also, just because the person responded doesn't mean Teddy was comfortable with it. Again, as if she didn't just look at the screenshot of Teddy telling person A to send the photo, and then later being comfortable enough to spam his first name and share her drawn porn artwork with him. When I started getting into what Lucy admitted to liking and sharing, she resorted to the aged up excuse. So I clarified the fact that they were in their high school uniforms, barely an adult, and you can still be an adult wearing it. She likely didn't know how old they were. Still doesn't make her a pedo. So I pointed out it's odd that they'd be adults wearing their high school uniforms uniforms and clarified that I never said Lucy was a pedo and that Nezi was trying to rationalize it. When that defense didn't work, she asked me if the minor characters that were in their high school uniforms were doing something sexual, and when I told her yes, she did an appeal to triviality. The server's been deleted, so why is it still a problem if you don't mind my asking? Mind you, the server wasn't deleted. The chat was deleted, and as I previously went over, Fuchsia knew of the problems with the Bronhub chat, but didn't delete it until he was told by Foxton that I and another server member would be publicly talking about it.
What is that argument? Oh, even if if I was to even play into that logic, if the server's deleted, what does that have to do? Like, does that alleviate all the actions that happen in it because it's now gone? It's like, what do you mean? What's the problem, dude? Like, obviously people are gonna still hold them to that, especially if they lied about it afterwards and try to slander him as well. Like, Fuchsia Butters did not take any accountability really. They just said oh, Kumu's spreading lots of lies about me and just proceeded just to lie in a whole Twitter thread. It's like no accountability was really taken, and it's like some pretty bad stuff happened in that server. Of course they're gonna hold Fuchsia Butters to it. What are you on about?
In videos. Nezi Monster then resorted to the classic victim card. And why are you still obsessing over taking me down after all this time? Lying with alt accounts and slinking around. The community you surround yourself with is sickening. Lying. No one's lying. Using other people and accounts. Why all this? And I said, that's my business.
Okay,
now I have
bro.
no idea what she meant by using other people, but looking back retrospectively, fret not, you will find out much later. Also, no, I don't condone the imagery. I thought you were simply saying it was a picture of just them in a uniform. Anyone could easily fall for this backpedaling. If it wasn't for the fact that just a few minutes before, when Nezi first said I was trying to call Lucy a pedo, I clarified MHA porn in my message. She was ignorant to the claim and what I even said about Fuchsia or Lucy in the first place. So she bought into Lucy's self-victimization because Lucy was her friend. Then when her ignorance and semantics failed her in argumentation, she had to walk it back because she looked stupid. Continuing on, no, explain. What is your deal with me? I don't like liars. Why do you keep going after me and my friends after it's been months? And I'm not lying. You can think that, but alright. I don't like those who parade around some moral high ground while at the same time being sick. I don't. I simply know what I know. I already ripped you a new one by confirming the dozens of lies in your video. And you're doing the same thing. Wrong. Sure you did. Whatever helps you sleep at night. Oh my god, I'm so cringe. This is the consequences for pretending to have some grand morals and pointing it around, neutralizing each of you one at a time.
Kumu. I am a pass because he was just a teenager, my brother in Christ. And I don't know what's worse, him saying this or her taking it, Nezi Monster taking it so seriously and just going along with it like it's a super serious conversation. It's like it's both cringe.
Don't. If I need to sleep, melatonin exists. I don't need any wins to sleep. You do. Like I said, I know what I know and do what I can. You and Ponder both. You're the one pretending to be Batman on YouTube of all places. Nope, not Batman. I'm having fun doing this. Okay. Like I said before, I have no grand morals. I just do what I do, and if I made a mistake, I try to fix it. And yet your own actions show otherwise. You're the one going around punishing people based on nothing. It's pretentious, even funny. Not punishing and not based on nothing. That's how I dealt with Fuchsia, by evidence. Want a VC? I don't mind if you record, it'll make no difference. You just like feeling the superiority or moral high ground that you need to take others down. Wrong. And I can't, I'm outside. Then why do you tote this taking people down bullshit so much?
I mean, come on, it would be funny, to take down someone who's just a hypocrite, right? It's like, yeah, that's probably not the main reason why you did it. Like, if they obviously did something fucked up and you have evidence to support it, right? But it's like, obviously it's going to feel a little good that, karma hit back at them. That's all I'm going to say.
I dislike liars. I dislike dishonesty. And above all, the foundation is corrupt. I'm pulling weeds one at a time.
Brother.
Sure. You're interesting, I'll give you that. You may not believe it, but it makes no difference. I've already got the gears in motion. Now that I've read at least some of my goofy and pretentious messages to Nezi Monster, I'm going to summarize the rest. She told me she wasn't better than anyone else on the platform, and I told her that she quite literally acts like it. When she asked how, I brought up her lying in the collab. I've never said my word is law. I just make shit, and if you agree, then fine. If you disagree, then fine. And everything in that vid was bagged. If you can't see that, I don't know what to tell you. Everything his since is mostly silly vids about stuff like Disney movies and Animal Crossing. It wasn't, hence why it was picked apart. You had 2 good points at best. Sure. Like I said, you think what you want. I told her that it's not about what I think, that I go by objective truth, and it's reinforced by my response video. Like I said, sure. And then I gave her a tip that if she quit pushing.
I'm looking at Akumu LARPing as the Punisher. On God. Dude, I just posed this earlier. I don't know what's worse, being saying stuff like, "I'm gonna take you all down one by one," as if I'm pulling weeds from the garden, right? Saying something like that, or people taking that super seriously and actually acting like a little afraid, be like, "No, you won't. It's like I don't.
I feel like that's hard as fuck to say though. Like I'm I'm so spite driven. I'm gonna fucking pull all of you out like weeds in my garden. I
Yeah,
don't know. It sounds kind of hard.
you see, him saying that, right, should not have been met with a serious response of "What are you gonna do?" or something like of that nature, right? It should be like "Lol, you're gay." Like it's so. I don't know. It's just like they're all larping with each other. It's really funny. It's
So is there anything like crazy that's happened since your last stream? I just started watching.
saw a little
I
bit
want to
like
make sure I'm not out of contact.
a little bit like from what I've caught up with now, a little bit on like with the Toasty stuff because we're still going into that guy. Apparently, he talked about like the reason why he was about to send porn in a call with minors is because he still felt like a minor, which was a beautiful
Wait,
thing
who?
to say. Toasty Vanilla, because they got into a call with him.
Well, I
Well,
mean they were 18. I could maybe see that, but at the same time it's just wrong.
yeah, but then they're also like saying the reason why they didn't like prevent like you know literal kids from seeing porn in his servers because be like, well, you know they could easily Google up Pornhub on their own. It's not my job. And it's like, dog, you're an admin. Like I don't know. Like if you know there's minors in your server and you know there's being porn being sent around, right? Obviously remove the minors. Like I don't get this whole like, well, you could just Google a Pornhub and find it so easily yourself. It's like there's a huge difference. There's a huge fucking difference. But
I
so good.
I also like how this whole server was meant to be like taking down Madame and it just turned into like this like gross cesspit of porn.
Yeah, I mean, like they literally had like the lolicon debate in the Slimmers chat. So
Wait, they had a lolicon debate? That's awesome.
yeah, because that was like when the whole Ben thing happened. Because it's like
Oh, Ben the Looney.
yeah, Ben the Looney stuff happened, and a lot of people considered it CP, and then some people considered it like that he Ben the Looney was like it's just a drawing, and Toasty Vanilla seemed a little bit like a hypocrite because they had an issue with it, but like they were a huge Shadman fan, so it's like it's just kind of funny.
With Ben the Looney. I I almost want to say with a Madame drama. Who was the YouTuber back then that said it was just a drawing? Was it Spockter or was it fucking Jar? I can't remember.
For the Toby drama, I think it could have been. I don't take. You'd have to take with a grain of salt, but I'm guessing Jar.
Dude, I don't know. It has been months. I want to say it was Spockter.
But
I might be wrong though. Take that with a grain of salt.
I'm gonna be honest, dude. Like it's so like weird too because what was it like that? I think fucking the Toby like that. Their dog died, right? And they were talking about like a video of like their dog dying, and then at the end it's like, man, fuck this guy. Ben Looney's a pedophile, and
Yes,
it's like brother,
dude.
my brother in
That was
Christ.
so fucking funny to watch. Like she's crying about her dog, and then she's like, "Guys, well, I'm also gonna be dropping a video on Ben the Looney. He's a pedophile." I'm like, Jesus, what?
It's like honestly, I feel like this is a bit of a stretch, but it comes off to me that they only emotionally manipulated their audience with like their dog dying to get them all rallied up on their side, just so that they could like have a sucker punch on Ben the Looney. Like I don't know,
Uh,
it's really weird to me, right? To include a video like a hit piece idea in your dog dying video. That's just how it comes off to me. I did say it was a little bit of like a schizo theory, but it's like, dude, it's just so fucking weird.
yeah, I feel like they got into the laying of like a schizo theory because all of these like art people, like not okay, I probably shouldn't generalize it. Some of these art people are like just complete retards. Like they'll like rant for like 20 minutes about like their teacher or like their parents and how awful they are to them. And then like right after that they'll say like, "Oh, by the way, this guy's a pedophile. Here's all the receipts. This guy's a pedophile." I'm like, dude.
It's like brother.
I don't know if I'd say it's a norm now, but like in 2020 or like maybe a bit before, I feel like you could definitely find some videos of like they'd like rant for like 20 minutes about how someone's content is shit or how they like called them retard or something. And they'll be like, "Oh yeah, this guy's also a pedophile," like 20 minutes into the video.
It's just really bizarre.
Yeah.
I remember Jar saying something similar to that video in a video, but I could be wrong. I think Jar said something about like 16 being legal because they could like get like a driver's license and shit like that during the Toby drama. I'm trying to really remember. I know he didn't say like they were like a full functioning adult, but it was something to do with like a legal argument, like with like
Yeah,
age
I don't know
consent.
with the Toby drama. I think I cut this out of my script, but I was gonna say it. I find it insane that like the Toby drama, right? Everybody was mad they were like supporting some people that did some like very like edgy jokes, so they were calling her out for that. And then like this other stuff gets kind of swept up. I think like the only person that brought up that like I think it was Toby was like drawing really weird shit with minors. I think it was only not Zay, but who's the other one that he allegedly abused? Omnia.
Yeah.
Omnia. I'm pretty sure Omnia was the one that actually called them out for that. I could have my timeline mixed up.
Dude,
But it is actually nuts that people care more about that than the weird like BDSM drawing they made of an anime minor. Very strange shit.
Well, they more cared
And then
about that
like
people were leaking that person's OnlyFans even than the fact
yeah.
that they drew something really fucked.
Yeah, and then like all of that happens, and then Prisme Luke rubs his Jewish little hands together and says, "Fuck the Toby drama. Let's start the Hopeless Peaches drama. Why not, dude?"
Yeah, Lolicon debate
Crazy.
getting old. Let's start a fight with an age player. Yeah, it's like
Yeah, you know what? Let's fuck the lolicon shit. Let's just falsely accuse somebody of suicide baiting. Why not? It's like
Yeah.
Jesus, dude.
But you know what? I guess he was right the whole time, man. We were selling him short.
I hate that shit so much.
Yeah.
It's like Toby fucking Creepshow art was right the whole time. Okay. They were just in the wrong year.
Dude,
Like,
dude, Creepshow art would literally be the art commentary saint if they dropped their video now. I'm just saying. Just fucking saying.
that is it's like literally the equivalent of like all the people that like falsely accuse Dream, and then like 3 years later Dream's actually a pedophile, and they're like, see, we were right all along. You guys didn't believe us.
Actually, my favorite comparison is like Sunny V2 with Chris Tyson. It's like Sunny V2
Oh,
was
yeah.
right the whole time, and it's like, no. There was nothing in there. There's nothing in there at all that is even with the modern or current narrative. Like, it's really funny. But I think it's just funny to do it for the meme, though. It's like, yes, Spockter was right. All right, they all knew. God.
Yeah, and then the other gay thing about Peaches, and then you can go back to the video. Did you know anything about the Kamala Cuevas or whatever thing with her?
Kamala Cuevas, so with Peaches, yeah, the whole like hypocrisy thing. Yeah, I'm aware of that. If
Yeah,
that's what
where
you're
like
talking
they
about.
like where they like falsely accuse them of shit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean there was like, or no, I think Peaches falsely accused them of something.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember with fucking Camila Cuevas. I know like the main thing I just remember from that is like the things that they were calling them out for is pretty much something that they've already did with the FCK. It's like they just kind of sat there and just said nothing for years and only are like starting to like talk about it because they're in the hot seat, which is pretty much some of the things that they were holding Camila Cuevas to with the group chat.
Yeah. Yeah, I think with like Kamala Cuevas too, it was like Kamala Cuevas calls her out for like being really shitty behind the scenes or something. I don't fucking remember what exactly it was. But then like you also find out that Peaches like falsely accused her of not being credited in art, and it's like that's kind of retarded. It's like,
Dude, I think we need
there's
Presume
no
Luke
winners.
back in the house, dude. Yes, he was behind bars, but or was he really behind bars, or just looking at Peaches? Because that's how much he fucking mocked her. Okay, like on God, on.
You see, Prisme Luke, he finally got freed from prison, but I think he needs to commit a crime to go back there. Okay, we need him back in the big house.
Yeah, I think we're gonna put him on probation for a little bit, see how he does. See how he does in the wild. Yep, it's gonna be awesome. Fucking hell.
No, but yeah, I don't know. Like, when I made my shit, I was at first like, this is some easy views, free money. But then when I actually started researching, I was so spite driven. I'm like, how are these people this fucking retarded? It's like Jesus, dude.
So you made a video with vitriolic bias.
Vitriolic rhetoric. Okay, no, I'm joking.
Ooh. Yeah.
It's
Anyways,
over.
I should go through more of the video. Thank you for the little mini break of a derail. We're almost at the 4-hour mark of the 9-hour video. Fuck. I'll try to get to at least the 5-hour timestamp today. At the very least, you know? Fucking hell. We're getting there, though. We're getting there. But yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'm very excited to see these more FCK leaks.
Dude, it's awesome. But I'm going to continue it.
Let's do it.
Here we go.
A narrative in her big analytical videos, she might actually do well. Still pretentious as always. It's funny, you don't realize how hypocritical you are. I told her that it's logical and plenty of others have explained the biggest issues with the commentary. I've said my piece. I left this a long time ago. The fact you're still mad says a lot. Let's put what she said into perspective. I left this a long time ago, and by a long time ago, I mean just 5 months ago. I lied about you deleting tweets that you never deleted to falsely accuse you of trying to hide evidence against yourself. I falsely claimed you lied by omission and then lied by omission myself. And I falsely accused you of attempting to dox a minor in the same video that got hundreds of thousands of views. And I'm now falsely accusing your friend of sexual harassment. But the fact you're still mad says a lot. I then told her I wasn't mad about her video, but that it was greasy but easy to pull apart. That it would be like getting angry at winning Connect 4. That she was biased and that the people she associated with have skeletons in their closet. I don't know why you're still obsessing over that vid though. I kind of just explained the problems with that vid, but anyways. I told her that I'm not. That her actions that day reminded me a lot of it. That she isn't singled out and I watch every server of theirs. As if you haven't tried contacting me before. Also, that's hella sad. She's referring to when I messaged her asking, how's that L? That's hella sad is also pretty interesting considering that it came from the same person who admitted to watching my Twitter account up until it was suspended back in 2019. She also had someone else watching my Twitter account and whose group was watching my Twitter account. Mimi Diggs talked about it in the FCK server. In fact, I found out a month after this that Madlibs was lurking on my Twitter all the way back in fucking July of 2020 and taking screenshots at 3 a.m. when I was tweeting and arguing
Dude,
about
no.
gender. I then
These guys were unironically stalking a kid. Dude, Madlips was screenshotting my tweets at 3 a.m., dude. Like, what the fuck? What's wrong with these people? Do they have no bounds? What the fuck?
Dude, this was literally like they're excellent.
Yeah. You see, I think that's kind of funny because they wanted to like make Akumu their punching bag, but they were just wrong. Nobody realized it because of their clout or their size, but they were just wrong. But then it flipped the scales on them. They fumbled so hard, and now they're all they're all in their graves.
Dude, it's literally excellent if it was in 2020 and had like a group of people.
Yeah. Dude.
Oh.
Fucking hell. Rare story of the underdog winning. Fucking hell. See, guys, subs is not all that matters when it comes to beef. It's just your persuasiveness, your factual accuracy, and your honesty. All right. As
LARPing as a 1K channel.
Yeah. And you know what? You can win if you're right, but you'll lose if you're wrong. And this goes to show it. Fucking 100K channels, bro, just getting fucking mogged. Okay.
Getting raped.
All right. Zombie wants me to look at art tab. What is this, bro? Well, let me see. Why? What? Why? Why? That zombie? Why? Also, what the fuck? Lavender, this is sick. This is awesome. What the fuck? Excellent coping.
9/11.
Yeah, yeah. I would excellent suicide videos, but no, like look at this, bro. This is sick. This is awesome.
Dude, I really can't wait for like part 2 of the AS expose. It's like he laughed about 9/11.
Gulp. He laughed at a tragedy.
He laughed at a tragedy. He's a tragedy sympathizer.
Actually, out of all people, Excellent could not be complaining about 9/11. I'm just out of all people. I gotta, you know what? I gotta show this a stream. Hold on, let me get it real quick because it's that great, guys. We see, I feel like if you just take situations, don't take them seriously. Look at Excellent not taking thousands of victims seriously in their story by posting a meme about 9/11. What the fuck? No, my editing software too. Oh, the humanity. Excellent. Didn't you think about all the people who died in the plane crashes when making this? All the people who collapsed in the towers? No, you didn't care at all. You didn't even consider them. And it's still been up for a month, and you sleep every night knowing that you traumatized 9/11. How could she?
Did you not? Did you not think about the trauma Ace went through as an old ass on the day he was in school when 9/11 happened
Dude.
and watched the planes go into the building?
Dude, my father died as a pilot that day. Yeah.
My father died as a pilot.
Like, bro, it's caused a tragedy. Fuck you, zombie. Fuck you. But yeah,
Dude, Ace jumped one time and the towers fell.
gulp. They hit the Pentagon. Yes, they did, and it was tragic.
I was there.
Yeah, I was the brick. Yep, I was the wall. No, okay, I gotta get off this derail, bro. I think I made my point. I'm gonna continue.
Shifted the conversation to their secret little group, as I called it. What group? The FCK or Fruitcake Club? Yeah, we mentioned you because you were bothering one of us again. Wait, I thought you guys weren't talking about me at this point. Which is it? You mean Slimmers? This bothering one of us again was referring to Slimmers, specifically because in July, I retweeted Slimmers' art and made a tweet to her, telling her that I didn't take anything she said personal, that we didn't have real beef, and that my issue was with the people around her. That's what she's talking about. I shit you not. Hey, now you're stalking all of us. I know it all. Stalking? No. Taking each one of you down one by one? Yep. Sure. Skeletons don't always stay in the closet. You really are pretentious, aren't you? Nope, just truthful. My info isn't as limited as you think. No, 16-year-old me, you were definitely very pretentious, very cringy, right for the most part, but still pretentious.
I think that's something I like about the Maxim. It's just like Akuma just keeps acknowledging how like cringy and larpy he was, which is like really funny. I think one time that I actually genuinely kind of like chuckled a little bit because he was like reading like one of the things and he was like, fuck, I forget the exact pretentious thing he said. It's like, you guys are just a bunch of hypocritical cowards. And then he's like, and then he stops himself, being like, "What the fuck was I on about?" Like, I think it's so funny. I think it kind of reminds me. You know that Hulk meme where it's like, you know, the intelligent Hulk looking at the angry Hulk smashing a car? It's like, that's how you see Akuma looking at his past self. Fucking hell. Yeah, I really like those moments. I really like those. They're funny. But I'll keep it playing.
Akumu is basically just Emerald, but for the art community.
Oh, yeah, he would not ask Dogwarts, though. Okay, he's chilling. He's a cool guy. He wouldn't do that. But yeah, I'm gonna continue.
I'm just a cool, chill guy.
Yeah.
Person A, but you have fun with that. And, in fact, you've taken part in such a toxic group and done nothing. Guess how that's gonna look. Sure, have fun. You did this to yourselves. Kick back and enjoy. Lay in the bed that you made. It's comfy, Nezi said. I wonder, is it still so comfy? Oh, I bet. Underage character porn, doxing threats, and so much more. Oh, and tell the group I said hi. Slimmers too. Person A's info, his Discord info. She then messaged me back that she had to get her phone sorted, that these were the last few things she was going to tell me because I'm essentially a brick wall. 1. Your whole argument with Teddy is literally she didn't say no. She didn't ask. End of story. What the fuck was Nezi smoking? I sent her the screenshot showing Teddy said send here when they were discussing the photo. Still gonna talk to Person A if he sends me a DM because he should know.
Yeah, I mean, that's still weird to me. It's like, it's crazy to me that they're trying to frame something as sexual harassment to like one of Akumu's friends when the person that's apparently accusing the sexual harassment is saying like, yeah, send me the photos of yourself. It's like, what do you mean? I don't know. It's like, I feel like if you genuinely didn't want an interaction and someone said, yo, you want a dick pic? You wouldn't respond with, yeah, send me it. Like, it's just really weird. It was a shirtless pic. It wasn't that extreme. But it's like, I don't know. It's just weird to me. But
yeah, I still find this disturbing, all of them taking shots at a 16-year-old.
Yeah, that too. Guys, we do not harass or bully minors in this community. Also, them actively e-stalking a 16-year-old, going through their tweets while they're blocked at 3 a.m.
Dude, all of you thought I was joking. I am making the art community double standard. It's happening. Okay?
Ooh.
I'm gonna buy my suspenders. I'm putting on the black and white music. I'm gonna get my little detective table. It's time.
Hopefully that never happens. Anyways, I'm gonna continue with the video.
Not to do that, and he can get into serious trouble if he continues. 2. You seriously need to get over your weird obsession with us. 3, best of luck to you in the future with whatever the fuck you're doing. Well, thank you, Nezi. Bye, and have a nice day. Since she said something about Person A getting in trouble for a shirtless photo, I pointed out that Person A and Teddy are the same age. Technically, Teddy is older than him. Nezi replied, what happened to the age isn't an excuse thing, which wasn't even my point. Again, whatever the fuck she was smoking. 2, you literally just brought up his age. She's older by a year, and you should be telling him not to send those photos to begin with. Oh, is that slut-shaming, Nezi? So he's in the wrong for sending it, but Teddy isn't for literally saying send here and talking about his body. How buff he was. Is that right? Him making comments about her body in a relationship is bad, but her making comments about his body while in a relationship, you're just gonna ignore that. I brought it up because he can be in danger for sending those pictures. A shirtless picture which he liked. That's not pornographic. She shared porn images to Person A, laughing my fucking ass off. Talking to you is literally like a brick wall. She didn't want it, and it made her uncomfortable. Bye. Her drawings of hentai, and guess what? He didn't ask for them. After that message, Nezi Monster kicked or banned me from her Discord server, subsequently making it so that I couldn't message her anymore. Looking back at these DMs, my over-the-top, dramatic, and very pretentious replies definitely did not help when trying to get her to own up to being wrong. That said, I did give Nezi Monster evidence. Her calling me the brick wall again and again is funny considering she was just ignoring the screenshots, and the screenshot that I gave her that she admitted to looking at that showed Teddy told Person A to send the shirtless image, all to keep her resolve in the false sexual harassment accusation. But I'm pretty certain I made it very clear as to what I was referring to. I mentioned the FCK, I vaguely talked about what was going on, and I said that she knew about the toxic behaviors, and I asked her how it was going to look considering that she knew about it and did nothing. So I don't believe for a second that she didn't know that I knew.
Honestly, I can imagine. I can't like really imagine how annoying that would be. Like, just because these guys don't like you at all, right? They're obviously they're gonna like try to do anything like to discredit you or go against you like all the time, and they're all bigger than you. But like, I can't imagine how annoying it would be if you have literally loads of evidence, all the context of something of someone genuinely being guilty. Like Fuchsia Butters again, right? He made a video with loads of evidence that Fuchsia Butters was a creep, a degenerate, and liked aged up cartoon porn, right? And then, which is something that all these people don't like and disavow, and actually got on like Ben the Looney for even producing that content. But he had all this content, like context, and all like this stuff right here, and they just were like, "Nope, you're lying." Nuh-uh. And it's like, what? Dude, you guys suck. You guys fucking suck.
This whole community is just some moral frog, the community.
It's, the irony just keeps happening over and over again. Like, how the fuck are you gonna get on Ben the Looney, right? For like creating it, you know? It's like, well, technically it's 18 plus. And it's like, no, it's not 18 plus because it's based on a kid, and you can always tell. It's like they're gonna do that, but you know, Fuchsia Butters just casually consuming My Hero Academia porn, you know, aged up is perfectly fine. That's fine. They don't disavow that at all. They don't care. It's like they haven't made any public issues because they're, you know, Fuchsia Butters is their friends. So it's like they just don't give a fuck. In fact, Fuchsia Butters had literal lolicon in their server, and they don't give a fuck. Like, I don't know how these people could rationalize just existing when they have this much contradictions in their life. How the fuck do they do anything? Like,
you don't get it. They're all moral frogs and they get paid for it.
It's just, I just feel like I would tear my hair out if I had that many mental gymnastics of contradictions, like unironically. Like, you cannot make the point that the reason why Madame is a bad person is because they're harassing a minor, right? While you all are literally doing that for years at Akumu. Like, you literally made a server to protect slimmers, of which is also the same person you subjected to sexual topics in NSFW. You know, it's just constant contradiction after contradiction. It's like, how do you live? How the fuck do you exist? Do you believe in anything?
Oh yeah, it is.
What's up, little bro?
Can we do like a little D-roll real quick? Wait, hold on. Do not chill yet. Hold on.
Yeah, hold on. What are you doing, little bro? If you want to send it, just send it in call-ins. All
right. Here, just read it. Don't show the screenshot to stream.
Okay, then don't send it to call-ins. Send it to DMs.
That's what I was doing.
Well, whatever, dude. Read it out loud. You want me to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is Parlo, by the way. This isn't some random club shit.
Yeah, I know. And you said I was a suicide baiter to make me sound malicious. According to Amos, you admitted it. Amos can't even argue that I misworded myself. I was angry in the argument because you kept ignoring my shit. and I retracted the claim because I was under duress. Doesn't mean it was not true. In a 1v8, according to him, he has disproved you every time he talked about it. I only admitted because I wanted them off me. I lied.
What a pathetic little fucking weasel, dude. What a weasel.
Unironically, what Excellent did. It's like, oh, I just like
Dude.
conceded in the moment because I wanted them to stop talking.
It is literally a Discord call. You have to press one button. Like, I don't know why all these people act like, guys, I was under duress. They were all bullying me. It's like, dude, just leave the fucking call.
Yeah.
What a loser.
What a depressing, sad derail.
Yeah.
Someone that my community just doesn't care about.
So I forgot you're all right. My fault.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even think this chat even knows who the fuck Parlo is, besides Parlo being in there once. Like, it's evil. Parlo is diabolical, but it's whatever. It's whatever. I'm gonna continue the stream.
Especially considering the fact that from the FCK server, we saw that she saw what was going on. We saw her confront Toasty about it just a few days prior per this timeline. So the question is, since she clearly knew of it just a few days before and much further than that, and I'm talking about it in the DMs with her now, and I'm asking her, how's it going to look? The fact that you knew and have done nothing about it. Why didn't she ever come out about this publicly and say anything about it? In fact, she does the exact opposite of saying nothing. You'll see that later on in this timeline, though. And to be clear, my issue in and of itself isn't that she said nothing. She's not under any obligation to say something. It's the fact that her and people like her and the community that surrounds her loves to put this obligation of speaking up on anyone else. The entire slideshow community essentially has this belief that you're under some obligation to speak up, and she's applied that obligation to other people before. And yet when she knew about shit, she did the exact opposite of not say anything. She's a fucking liar. And that's the problem I have right there. I would have liked to omit this entire thing involving Person A and Teddy from the video. I understand that both of them have moved on. I know that Teddy's tired of hearing about it, and I'm fairly certain Person A's tired of hearing about it. And we all know Nezi Monster is definitely tired of hearing about it, because it's her fuck up. Had I omitted this out, there would be a lot of questions left unanswered, because I make tweets later on that are misconstrued, and I made claims later on in this timeline that pertain to this particular event. So leaving this out would have left essentially a gaping hole, which of course the SEC and the ACC would have pointed to and either questioned the validity of the video, proclaimed that I was trying to hide something as they always do, or
let me see.
and either questioned the validity of the video, proclaimed
Webcam sir. Akuma says he isn't in the wrong, but privates his original video about the Madame versus Slimmer stuff after Ponder and Nezi put out their video. Weird. Almost makes their claims about him hiding stuff kind of valid or something. Lol?
that I was trying to hide something as they always do, or filled the gap in with whatever they want to invalidate the video. I know how these people are. They've done it numerous times again and again with my previous videos. Secondly, leaving this out would do more damage than it would good. And you're probably thinking, well, you just sort of already explained that. And I mean this in the sense that this is a repeated pattern with Nezi Monster. She will die on the hill of something that she knows is false because it's against someone that she doesn't like. And there are many people like that in the art commentary community, audience, and content creator. But this has to remain in the video to give you the full story. On August 25th of 2020 at 12:23 a.m. Messaged Teddy about Nezi Monster making the false sexual harassment accusation. Our messages about it would continue throughout the day. At 12:49 a.m., Nezi Monster put out another announcement in her server regarding this. At everyone, please do not attack Person A as he is underage. He should not be sending the type of pictures he did, not just for the safety of others, but for his own. Please keep in mind the images were not pornographic, but the nature of the images were inappropriate, and he still made someone feel uncomfortable and was sent without permission regardless. The reason why I'm stating this is because of finding out his age and by the request of the individual that requested the ban. Please stay safe for everyone and have a nice day. I will not be talking about the situation anymore. I want to clarify that he isn't evil, but I will not tolerate his behavior and or actions. Not once in this PR speak announcement did Nezi Monster retract the accusation of sexual harassment against Person A, let alone admit she was even wrong. She also proceeded to again falsely claim that the photo was sent without permission. Another thing that I'd like to point out is that Nezi jumped to this the second she found out about it. Person A was publicly accused of sexual harassment for sending a shirtless photo that he was told to send, and Nezi Monster wouldn't admit to being wrong about it. Yet Toasty Vanilla, who has done far worse, by this point we know Nezi Monster just a few days before confronted him in the DMs for the various things that he's done. Toasty gets privately accused of sexual harassment. Yet this 16-year-old, who Nezi Monster has no evidence for the sexual harassment to even begin with, gets accused of sexual harassment, and then when she gets evidence contrary to it, she dies on the hill of the claim. In my DMs with Teddy at 2:20 a.m., I told her she's trying to blame Person A and made accusations against him for both of your actions. She's accusing him of sexual harassment. Teddy said, she's the one taking this too far. I don't want any involvement. I described my conversation with Nezi and her insistence that Teddy didn't ask for the photo because Person A made advances at Teddy, and ignoring these screenshots to insist that he was still at fault. To me, it came off as though it was just because he was a man, but that was likely just a naive assumption on my part. I think once Nezi Monster learned he was my friend, she was determined to believe it because she didn't like me and wasn't going to admit that she was wrong and that I was right. As Mark Twain said, the truth has no defense against a fool determined to believe a lie. Teddy then clarified that while it made her uncomfortable, it wasn't sexual harassment. When I brought up that she complimented his body, she said that she was just being nice, assumed that I was pinning this on her. She assumed Nezi Monster would have handled it privately. Teddy, no one is pinning everything on you. This just isn't sexual harassment. I know this. I didn't say it was. I told her it wasn't. It just made me uncomfortable. There was a miscommunication. It was a mistake. When I brought up again that Teddy complimented him and that Nezi Monster told me that she came to her about it, she wanted me to speak to her friend Yume about this, that they would explain it better than her. Explain it? Person A is getting accused of sexual harassment because Nezi's an absolute chimpanzee. Listen, sexual harassment would have not been the word I chose. Please talk to Yume. You had Person A banned because of something private, Teddy. That caused all of this. Can you tell me why? Talk to Yume. I'm done talking. I'm not angry, I'm just defending my friend. I said I was uncomfortable. You didn't tell Person A that. This is the first time we're hearing about this. Do I need to tell someone? Do I? Like, I understand it's a thing, but what he said about it made it worse. When you make it into an issue after, which leads to him getting accusations, yeah, Nezi's blaming him for an issue equally on you both. What I'm saying here is that it's his fault for sending the photo, but she did say send here and never communicated to him that it made her uncomfortable. That's why it's an issue on both of them. Teddy then sent me the exact same screenshot that Nezi Monster first did, with Yume and Person A. This is a screenshot of when it was brought up. Leave me alone, please. I wasn't involved in this. Nezi told me you took it to her, so Nezi lied. I did. Both Person A and I agreed not to be contacting each other. I was uncomfortable with him around, so I told her and gave her these screenshots. It was taken too far. I apologize. But that wasn't what I thought was going to happen. That should have been handled privately. My point is, Nezi is asking for war. We do have shit on her, and she's only building it up. Cringe and gay of me. Cringe and gay. Don't. Then tell her to apologize to Person A. She's just protective of me. I told her the whole. She's leaving it alone. I can't tell her to do anything. She can make accusations on me all she likes. My friends, nope. And so am I. Let her know she either apologizes or she goes down along with them. Stop it, Akumu. She's just trying to help. She's been with me through a lot. Focus on whoever else it is you were chasing. She is a part of the FCK. Daddy, she made a serious accusation against my friend. She herself. She owes an apology. Yes, but so has many other people. It's mistakes. It was very miscommunicated. Don't make this bigger than it should be, please. Otherwise, I'll be the
Brother. Of course, if you make a mistake, you gotta correct it. Like, what? That's just a basic rule of standards. What are you on about?
IRS, then inform her that we expect an apology. Akumu, please leave it alone. Apology, Teddy. Not from you, from her. Nezi wants to drop it, so I'm leaving it too. I can't force her. Please just don't do anything. She isn't even in the FCK. She just made a small mistake that was corrected. She is. She admitted it to me. Please don't. You just lied to me, Teddy. I wouldn't know. I don't look in there. Teddy explained that she thought Nezi Monster left like most people, that the FCK server was dead, and that no one talked in there. I insisted that Nezi needed to apologize to Person A, that she could unblock me and send it, and block me again, or just send it to him directly. Teddy said that Nezi Monster was done, that she can't tell her to do anything, and I said an apology is owed. A lot of people owe an apology, she told me. I've already tweeted her on Twitter. Tell her to check it. Teddy told me she wasn't arguing about it anymore, that she didn't want to, and Nezi wanted to leave it alone. She wasn't going to bother Nezi about it anymore. From Teddy's perspective, it was a small mistake, a misunderstanding. Now, it's a little odd to go and have someone banned, and then when you're questioned about it because accusations were made, demand people talk to a third party. Point is, if you're uncomfortable about something, you should communicate that to the person who's making you uncomfortable. Complimenting someone and proceeding to casually talk to them will keep them from knowing that, especially waiting to bring it up after the fact to someone who's clearly impulsive and irrational, like Nezi Monster. At 3 a.m., Person A told me that he was banned from Miss Easy's Discord server, so I messaged.
And they're both stupid teens, so it's like, yeah, of course. Like, I don't know, yeah, if you're uncomfortable, you should communicate that, yes. I don't know. It's like, it's kind of weird that they gave, like, Toasty Vanilla a pass for that in the interview, but, like, they're going so hard on, like, Person A for it. Like, I don't know, it's just really weird.
Miss Easy and asked her, did you ban Person A? And she replied with a yes and a meme. Why? The accusations are false. I really don't want a bigger issue, but Nezi owes an apology. Lol. I then explained that Teddy said she was uncomfortable with it, but that she complimented him, proceeded to send him pictures of her face, and even spammed him to VC. That she even said she trusted him with her life, only to get another lol from ZZ. He will be returning and Nezi owes him an apology. Next time, before banning someone based on pure accusation, get both sides. And ZZ sent another meme. It prevents stuff like this. Cool meme. And I got another lol. I continued to explain that accusations aren't always what they seem, a great example being what Nezi tried to pull. I said, since you're also a part of the FCK, the warning she was given also applies. ZZ then sent me a picture of her dog. After I told her that it was blurry, she sent another, and I said that the head was sort of fish-shaped, then asked if everything was clear and if she needed context. She sent another meme. That doesn't answer it, I will assume yes. Person A will be returning if he decides then. Lol, no, and a meme about Missouri. So you want issues with us? Nezi's accusations are false, therefore the ban was unwarranted. Another meme. Alright, then yes, he can return. Lol, nope. So you have a valid reason for his removal. What rule did he break? Evidence of this as well. Because he's associated with you and I hate you. Followed by another meme.
Lol.
I said, you hate me. Well, this is what happens when you think you're gonna get away with this yet. And ridding me is impossible. This isn't the only account of mine in your server. Lol with what? I know all about the FCK and its issues. You certainly knew of the issues, said nothing. Lol, what issues? The toxic behavior, blatantly underage character porn, apparently some doxing and threats, pretty nasty stuff. Lol.
You see, an adult sends a minor porn and suggestive NSFW, right? They all don't bat an eye. But when two teenagers flirt with each other showing no issues, that's where they draw the line. That's where they draw the line. These guys' morality are so fucked.
Oh, that's Kiwi Farms. And yet that shit is in the FCK. No, lol boy. One at a time, it's going bye-bye. Pro tip, I suggest no longer associating with it. Cringe and gay. Very cringe and gay of me. Hee funny little man thinks he's intimidating. Thanks? No. That's why Toasty is in his frenzy. Toasty's like 17, 19. I'm older than you and him. And baby boy, small child, baby. Everyone in this community has their skeletons in the closet. It's only a matter of time. Lol, alright. I suggest going to Tumblr. Don't pretend to have some moral high ground and then be into some pretty sick shit. Like what? That goes for plenty of you all. What am I into? Getting there. I'm closer to you all than you think. Laughing my fucking ass off. It's not hard to pretend to be one of you. I'll give you a freebie. I'm really into thick thighs. Sick shit, I know. As Thuman pointed out in a call, that's an interesting thing for Xena to say, considering she was not only sharing images of her own thighs, but going around and asking other FCK members for images of their thighs. Some of those members being minors. Though this
What the fuck? Dude, what? What the fuck? No. What the... Why? I mean, that could... Well, that could be sexual harassment. What if the minors didn't want it? Fucking hell, you suck.
this wasn't something I knew about back in 2020. Nope, I was mostly referring to underage character porn. Silly goose. Fuchsia thought it was all a bluff, a joke. A month later, the backlash came around. Oh wow, good thing I'm not into children. You may not be, but those you associate with, oof. Who? Lucy's into underage character porn. Toasty. No, you're not. Holy shit, you are like this. Little boy, get over yourself. You seem so eager on my age. Call it motherly instinct. They did it to
Bro.
themselves, really. Even Doodles has a lot of stuff to hide. Foundation is corrupt as hell. By the way, a no screenshot rule in the Discord doesn't stop screenshots. Lol, laughing my fucking ass off. It was at this point that the conversation just turned into her sending Splatoon memes and photos, whilst I made points about her and the group remaining quiet, yet being so vocal about others, especially vocally wrong about others. ZZ then started conversing with herself about Splatoon and its characters, so I started making fun of her for it. It was a really weird and eventually retarded conversation all around, including me. But I'm showing it to you to show that A, she lied to hide what was in the server when I brought it up, and B, that she was more than aware, considering her statement about thighs. She didn't take me seriously and likely thought nothing would come of it. I told Teddy that Person A was banned from
Bro.
ZZ's server, and that I informed ZZ that the ban was a wrongful ban. At one point again, reiterating, apology or it's war then. I can't give you the apology. I can't control Nezi. I mean, you went after her friend. I don't know why I'm even talking to you though. This is honestly pointless banner. Like I'm on no one's side at this point. I want out of it, so just leave the situation alone because it involves me. So she's basically apologized without actually apologizing. Unfortunate. This was in reference to the aforementioned announcement from Nezi Monster's Discord server. I told Teddy that Nezi was attempting to push a narrative and to look into Nezi's server. She was given an opportunity to end it, and yet Nezi is not as bright as she likes to push in her videos. I quoted the announcement, inappropriate images, and clarified he was shirtless and that Teddy had sent him an SFW, telling Teddy to tell her friend Nezi to hush up. She knows little to nothing. Teddy seemed shocked, as though she didn't remember doing this, and apologized. It was besides my point. I was and have been trying to point point out the inconsistency with the claim and Nezi Monster's focus. Now, before we move on, I'll show you a couple more screenshots from this. Like when she said, I don't know if an OC is the same as a person, despite the fact he was just shirtless, and her porn was very much sexual and nude in some cases. I told her that she complimented the photo, that if she was uncomfortable, she should have told him and not Nezi weeks after the fact, to which she told me that makes no sense. Teddy told me the photo was unwanted and that her complimenting him was just being nice. She suggested I drop it and leave it alone. I'm fed up with drama being invited to my doorstep. Teddy told me I was being blocked, as were most people involved, that it's petty drama, that it's been sorted, that people don't care as far as she was aware, and then proclaimed that I was stalking Lucy or Fuchsia Butter in the fucking FCK. Something else I'd like to point out is this message
Stalking.
here that came at 11:46 p.m. With
Brother.
it was a screenshot of my own message talking about the events where I described that Teddy told Nezi about it. Nezi claimed sexual harassment, and then Teddy later messaged Person A on Instagram to tell him he wasn't being unbanned. That if Teddy didn't want involved, why was she involving herself? Teddy, in response to this, said, "You will get nowhere with this. I didn't make the false claim, Nezi did, and Nezi told me to send that. I didn't have to, but she wanted him to know." Question time, folks. If you believe someone has been sexually harassed, and you ban the alleged sexual harasser, what sense does it make to have the victim of the alleged sexual harassment reach out to their alleged sexual harasser to get in contact and tell them they won't be unbanned? What person does
What the fuck? That's like, a person got like groomed, and you're like sending the minor to tell the pedophile that they will not be in the server anymore, no longer. What kind of fucking twisted logic is that? Dude, I didn't know about that one. What the fuck? Nezi Monster sucks, dude. My fucking god.
does it serve to tell him, after he's been banned, that he won't be unbanned? That doesn't make any fucking sense. And a quick and short summary of everything that just transpired. Person A joins Nezi's server. Teddy sees this. Teddy tells Nezi that he made her uncomfortable from some shit that happened in June, and gives her 2 screenshots from the conversation Person A had with Teddy's friend, Yume. Nezi Monster jumps to sexual harassment and bans him while publicly accusing him of such. I speak with Nezi Monster, and once she learns it's me, she plays the victim card, and falls back on the previous claim, even after seeing the evidence. ZZ then bans Person A with the justification that it's because he associates with me and that she
Take care, secondary for real account. But yeah, yeah, I relate, bro. Don't feel like getting a charger now. You good, bro? You good? Take care. Have a good night.
hates me, but she didn't ban me. Teddy then insists that she doesn't want involved despite igniting the event, telling me she didn't tell Nezi Monster that it was sexual harassment, that I should just move on, that it's settled, that no one cares, that it'll go nowhere, and proceeds to message Person A again. This entire thing was a mess, so I understand if some of you just can't wrap your head around this, and it even had younger me very pissed off. From the 2024 perspective, both Teddy and Nezi Monster have alleged that Person A sent a second photo. This only came up at the end of 2023. Teddy described it as the same as the shirtless photo, but with her name written on it. I've seen no proof of this, and both Teddy and Person A have deleted their original accounts, so they have no way of even getting it. The point of the matter is that Teddy didn't tell Nezi that it was sexual harassment to begin with, something I have claimed repeatedly, notably in the 2023 call with Nezi Monster, and I finally recovered the evidence for this. The next day,
So the quote-unquote victim was not even saying that they were a victim of it. So where the fuck did Nezi get the narrative? Did they really just like hate them that much that they wanted to be as malicious as possible?
I tagged Nezi in a tweet. Yo, any more false accusations you want to spread? And on August 29th of 2020, inside Toasty's new groove, Toasty Vanilla told people in his Discord server that I had done many unforgivable things, like harass a girl for her sexual trauma over the course of 6 months, referring to Slammers. That didn't happen. The most consistent and still few interactions between me and Slammers were from September to December of 2019. That's 3 months, not 6. Secondly, the sexual trauma was only ever mentioned on one account, and I wasn't the one who brought it up. It was the people defending her who kept mentioning it as a, oh my god, you're being mean to someone who is sexually abused, or to compare sexual abuse to fucking Madame. A few minutes later, Toasty said, Akumu is scum of the earth. He harassed my friends about this whole thing, knowingly spread pedophilia accusations. September of 2020 was yet another explosion of events for the art commentary community to milk. Of course, the FCK was right at the epicenter. A lot was revealed, and to preface this, I'd like to make a brief recap. Nezi Monster and Ponderous Brock had previously admitted in the collab to watching my Twitter account up until it was suspended. In the FCK server, Mimi Diggs was even watching my Twitter account. We also saw that Nezi Monster had someone else watching my Twitter account, or at the very least giving her screenshots. For the record, the individual behind it was Gregor Eblin, or Mert Silverblood, as he goes by now. Early September, I continued to make tweets and quote retweets at Nezi Monster discussing the false accusations she had yet to own up to, among vague things to do with the FCK as a group. September 10th is where things get interesting. Toby posted a video titled, It's Still Wrong If It's Drawn.
It's not quote-unquote CP. Porn requires consent. It's CSEM. And more
Oh, that argument. Yeah, whatever.
importantly, it quite literally cannot be drawn. I personally think it's fucking gross, but that doesn't make it CSEM. Even if you ignore or disagree with this comment, Toby, as a survivor of CSA, please call it CSEM at least.
Okay, like I know this argument is like goes into like legal specifications, but like if you say CP, everyone pretty much knows what you're talking about. So it's like, I mean, I don't know. It's whatever.
No. That fuckers? At this point, I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated with the stupid constant thing where people feel overly compelled to try to defend these disgusting fucking perverts who drop CP. Let's all call it what it really fucking is. Don't even try to be technically. No. It's fucking, I can't even say the word. Child porn. It's chomo porn. Do you know what chomo is? Chomo is an old-fashioned slang term for somebody who likes to diddle kids.
What the fuck? I didn't actually know what that term used to mean. I mean, obviously we have. Okay, I know I just talked about the legal thing earlier. We obviously have to have specifications that are different because one piece of content includes a child being harmed and abused, while the other one is a drawing. Like at the end of the day, is it disgusting? Does it suck? Yes. But to compare it to like the same standard as a child that literally got abused and exploited, it's like, no, that's why they're classified as different things, because they're different in severity. Obviously. So just like classify it all as the same thing kind of is more demeaning to, the survivors of CP. Like that's very demeaning to like look at it the same lens. Obviously you gotta look at it like with a difference of severity. Like, I don't know. It's like, it kind of comes off as a little gross to me to even say, like, it's all the same. Because, like, you're basically, like, if there was, like, let's say that there was a survivor of CSEM, right? It's like, are you really going to, like, point to them and be like, oh, look, this is just as bad as what you went through. And it's like a lolicon piece of drawing. I feel like they're going to, like, feel like that's a smack to the face. Because, like, come on, dude. There's obviously a difference in severity. They both suck. Yes, they both suck, but it's obviously there's got to be a difference of ways to classify it. To just all classify it as the same is just kind of like, I don't know, ignorant. I would say. Fucking hell.
It's basically what it is. And honestly, no, I refuse to cater to these stupid dipshits who think that it's okay to draw this shit. I don't care what kind of argument you try to make. It's all fucking stupid. It's not okay. Period. I shouldn't have to say that. Really shouldn't have to say that. But I guess I have to. So here it is.
It's not okay. Period. The way she talks makes me want to blow my fucking brains out.
That too.
If you think that drawing children or children that are drawn in sexual situations is okay, or you do it, or you consume it, or you're like, it's not technically CP, like, it's okay because it's, like, drawn, you're fucking dumb. You are a
and yet you're, like, best friends with someone who does that.
pedophile. You support pedophiles. You have no empathy, and you don't.
So, by your logic, would that mean that you support pedophiles since you're friends with one? Since you love the guilt by association card? It's like, using your own standards, you would actually be like one of the more fucked up people that you're talking about and you're ranting about. It's actually insane.
Fucking care, or you're fucking stupid. Straight up. What? Try to come at me. You hurt my feelings because you said. Fuck you. No, I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck if you are a goddamn survivor or not. That does not mean that it is okay for you to say that this shit, there's nothing fucking wrong with it. You are fucking.
You don't care that if someone was a survivor or not? I don't think that's the tone you want to take when trying to take the moral stance here. God damn it, dude. My God.
Dumb, and I don't care that I am saying that. I do not care. I do not support pedophiles having access to content, whether it is drawn or live action or written. I don't give a shit.
But by your logic, you're friends with one, so yes, you would support it. By your own fucking logic, you're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite. You could not take the moral stance of, this is evil, this is bad, anyone who supports this is a pedophile, while being friends with fuchsia butters. What is wrong with you? Like, unironic, how do you not see the irony? My God.
It's not okay.
Then why did you make it? If you consider porn of underage characters
That
the
too.
same thing, why did you draw
too.
it?
Yeah, why did you draw a BDSM of a 16-year-old? That too. That too. I didn't even that one didn't cross my head first. I was thinking of the fuchsia butters one. But yeah, that too.
And why didn't you say anything about your close friends liking that same shit? Why was your tantrum only focused on Ben the Looney's degeneracy when your two closest friends liked the same shit? On September 13th, on an alt account inside of Nezi Monster's Discord server, she and I talked about the false sexual harassment claim, where she defended making it and wouldn't admit to being wrong. It was that same day that an SCC member by the name of Mr. A and Mario called me a tool in the replies of other SCC-adjacent individuals. You see, during this month, a lot of bitching about me would occur from the art and slideshow people, all because I was poking fun at their favorites for the shit that they were getting up to and mocking their communities for the dogpiling of me. 2 days later, on the 15th, I quote retweeted Nezi Monster with this: "Imagine if you didn't make false accusations against a minor. Imagine not giving your friends a bias for sick shit when you'll happily try and get on someone else's case. Sad face." I also quote retweeted Doodle Tones, who was bitching about Harry Potter. I believe it was an actor from the films who had the audacity, the gall, to defend the author, J.K. Rowling, that had Susie shitting the diaper. Doodle Tones went on to say he was going to mute the thread and that I was a little transphobic. And the next day, I quote retweeted Doodle Tones again, pointing out the common flaw in the typical outcrying of trans.
Not really transphobic, Sean. I don't want lol. I don't anyone for being trans, which is required for transphobia. I don't hate anyone. Is this a good time to use try again? I'm not transphobic, which is why I'm being transphobic by addressing you by your dead name. Lol. Incorrect. I'll elaborate further with a quote tweet. Real. I mean, if you don't want... I don't know. If you're gonna respond to them by their dead name while trying to claim that you don't agree with the ideology, I don't know. It's just that's a weird way to go about it.
Phobia, and I got this reply. The SEC is the pinnacle of banter. I mean, just look at this. My God, what a sick fucking burn. Doodle's pack of drooling idiots were frothing at the mouth and throwing a shit fit. How dare I talk about their leader? How dare I poke fun at Susie Doodletones? How dare I bring up the diaper fetish? And how dare I refer to a male as a male? Hidden Bonsai, or AO Speedwagon, also known as Avi Holtman, now boyfriend of Nezi Monster and one of my favorite orbiters, even popped up during this specific event. This is one of our earliest interactions. Now, out of all the people to come ratio and dogpile me for daring to speak about their diaper-loving overlord, Umbrus, Cosmic, Bacon Lover David, that Bowser guy, and so on, the two I find the most interesting are Avi, or Hidden Bonsai, and Mr. A and Mario, because both of them insisted that I was obsessing over Doodletones. Avi asked me, what did she do to you specifically that makes you so obsessed over her? As if I can't dislike Doodles for actions that don't necessarily involve me. And Mr. A and Mario said to me, you're also a blatant transphobe who won't stop obsessing over Doodletones, and then told someone else that I seem to obsess over Doodletones. What I suspect happened is that these people were yipping away in their Discord servers, bitching about my tweets about Doodles. One of them probably said I was obsessing over Doodles, and they just sort of picked it up and ran with it so that they could come and say something about it. They gotta, shut that shit down. And I'd like to point out that by this point, I had said very little about Doodletones. The first time I said anything about Doodles was July 16th and 17th of 2020. The next time I said anything about Doodles was September 15th of 2020, which is what caused them to say I was being obsessive over Doodles. I had talked about Doodles 3 times within 2 to 3 months. That was it. So, Avi, Mr. A, if that's me being obsessive over Doodletones, then what does that say about the SCC? That community has been running their mouths about me ever since 2019. From Twitter, YouTube, and Discord. Several Discord servers, mind you, many of which I have in my collection. Hell, just look at Michael, who was siding with you all in this dogpiling. He had said plenty about me for months on end, ever since 2019. It just takes one search on his Twitter account, much more than 3 things. Oh wait, let's not forget the fact that Michael, by this point, September of 2020, had been arguing with me throughout multiple different YouTube comment sections, or talking about me throughout multiple different YouTube comment sections. And let's not forget Discord either. How about Bacon Lover David, who did the exact same thing by this point? He had been running his mouth across YouTube, Twitter, and Discord about me. Primarily YouTube and Twitter. I can keep going with this and name specific people in your community or around your community that by this point had been talking about me for months on end, arguing with me for months on end, across multiple different platforms, YouTube, Twitter, and Discord. Avi himself certainly went on to say more than 3 things about me. Mr. A himself went on to say more than 3 things about me. Your entire community, for months on end, ever since 2019, had been constantly bitching about me. You 2 idiots calling that obsessive shot your community right in the fucking face, and you didn't even realize that because you were just speaking out your ass like you all usually do. On September 16th, Toby Majestic held a stream on her YouTube channel with Nezi Monster. Considering the false sexual harassment accusation that Nezi intended to die on the hill of as of 3 days before, I messaged in the live chat, I commented, and continued to try and confront Nezi about it.
Wow.
Someone
That's
said,
sad.
wait, your stream. What? What's sad?
The like-dislike
Yeah,
ratio.
I'm aware.
Well, yeah, no,
No, it's no allegations. It's just somebody who is trying to currently ruin Nezi's life by doxing her. So ignore him,
What?
please, guys. Thank you. Moving on.
Pretty much.
What? Sweep,
Yeah.
sweep?
Toby?
I'm sorry. I'm currently trying to decide if I want to quickly mod somebody just for shits because your person who that one guy Spaghetti
my
Meatball,
my
yeah,
stalker?
on Twitter.
Yeah, one of my
is-
stalkers.
There's two things I'd like to point out here. The first is that Nezi was already pushing this, he's stalking me, he's one of my stalkers, by September of 2020. And secondly, Toby's referral to noodle meatball spaghetti. That whole thing right there. I think that might be referring to, and this is purely speculation, I have no evidence for this whatsoever, that maybe Nezi Monster told Toby about our DM interaction on the Noodle Cupboy account, or maybe even the FCK, but I can't really find anything in the FCK server. That isn't to say that they didn't speak in other places, because there are other servers and group chats that are referred to multiple times in the FCK server. Purely speculation. And we're not going to get an answer from Toby, because earlier this year I did reach out to Toby for a comment and just to even offer some questions to see if we could get some context from her, particularly to see how well, things aged and what her thoughts currently are on the FCK. And then once she remembered who I was, well, it didn't go very far. She started coping and victimizing her friends over the shit that they had started. We're probably not ever going to get an answer to this, but it is.
I just don't know how over the years you can make this much hypocrisies about your fucking positions. It's actually insane. Like, these people unironically have no morals or just are fucking disgusting moral grandstanders. They're gay. But yeah, no, like, I just don't know how you can call people your stalkers when you are actively, like, looking at their tweets through blocking them just to see what they're saying about you. Like, every day. Like, dude, you are quite literally a stalker.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that's probably why there's a lot of dislikes.
Oh, because of his alts.
While I was using alt accounts to avoid the fact that she kept blocking or banning me from the comments, I was not using any of these alt accounts to mass dislike the stream. Perhaps, Toby, it might have had something to do with the fact that your hypocritical crusade on Ben caught a lot of negative attention and flack because of your hypocrisy. But she couldn't fathom that. She couldn't accept that people just didn't like her, so she had to run with this, well, it's got to be him using his alt accounts to mass dislike the stream.
Yeah, so there's a
How many
person
alts do you
who
think he
I'm never going
has?
to speak about because he gets off on the attention. But I feel like at this
Gets off on the attention. You use him as a punching bag. Unironically, you suck.
point, I have to let my audience know so they know who the person is. But
One of my multiple stalkers.
Dude, you stalk him. What are you talking about?
She says she isn't going to talk about me because I apparently get off on the attention when she made a tweet saying that she would cancel me if I wasn't already irrelevant. And then also later came into my comments, commenting on my video, complaining that I hadn't made a video on her yet. Yet I'm the one who
Brother.
gets off on the attention. That sounds about right.
yeah, he also ends up stalking another creator, Fuchsia Butters, where they go on to tell
What?
quote unquote him as fucking this dude would like to say because he doesn't like to observe somebody's pronouns and keeps calling our male to female trans friend he and refuses to call her she.
Honestly, I think they're all cool with like a fucking aged up My Hero Academia port at this point. They're sweeping so fucking hard. Like, it is actually insane to me. Like, it's really annoying how much they just kind of like dance around it. Like, it's like, oh, it's him. The issue is Akumu calling Fuchsia Butters a he instead of a she, not your friend, actively consuming something that you would consider Fuchsia Butters like a fucking pedophile for because of your Ben the Looney video. Like, you've already made that take pretty public. Yes, you're a fucking hypocritical piece of shit. And on top of that, you also like true BDSM of a 16-year-old. Like, yeah, not a real one, sure, but like of a My Hero Academia character. You could not make this up. You suck. You suck so much.
Really great person, by the way.
So here we have Toby victimizing Fuchsia Butter, the individual who was talking about my blood staining his hands, who told me to suck his dick while knowing I was 16, who called me an honorless shit puppet, who called me a cum chalice. And I'm being grandstanded while she's defending
that
this
too.
individual and
Fucking
victimizing him to the shit that
Yeah, Fuchsia Butters literally sexualized a real minor. That too. You guys are crazily sweeping for someone that just doesn't deserve it.
he started. Over pronouns. That's where the line in the sand is drawn, as it's been shown again and again to you all. The line in the sand is pronouns.
Has repeatedly tried to dox and hack
What?
Nezi's PayPal account and her address. He's a
Well,
very
he's
bad
not the
person.
one. He's not the one hacking me. He's friends with the person that's been hacking me.
What?
Same thing.
No, it's not the same thing. You fucking what? First off, it's probably a lie because it's you saying it, but because you definitely have a great track record. But I can't wait to hear the context of this one. But then on top of that, the guilt by association is insane, dude. You cannot say it's fucking the irony is fucking breathing down my neck. It's giving me chills, dude. You are unironically trying to make the claim, right, that if you're friends with someone that did something egregious, that's the same as doing it yourself, which means, I guess by that logic, Toby, you really love diaper porn and aged up My Hero Academia porn and lolicon and owning a server where minors post like sexually suggestive images of themselves. You love all that stuff. It's pretty much you doing it. Or hell, if we could take this a step like better with Toasty Vanilla, you let a lot of minors just see porn and you were cool with it. You support it. That's pretty much the same as you doing it. Like, fuck off, dude. This is why this point sucks. My god.
Same fucking thing. Let's all be realistic. So,
Yeah.
whenever...
Toby says that I'm friends with the person who's hacking her, and then Nezi Monster goes, yeah, and yet later the FCK would try to spin this as though Nezi was clarifying that it wasn't actually me doing it. No, you're very obviously suggesting to the viewer over and over again that I'm stalking you and that I'm trying to have you hacked and doxxed. And here's a little fun fact that I've already gone over that might have slipped your mind because of the amount of bullshit that's in this video. Remember back in the FCK server? They spoke about Sherman and talked about the fact that Sherman was going after Nezi Monster back in March of 2020. That was before I even ever spoke with Sherman. But because they saw that I publicly admitted and was open about the fact that I had spoken to the guy a couple of times, they then took that piece of information and they used that to their advantage by twisting things to make it seem as though I was behind what Sherman was doing to Nezi Monster because he and I had spoke, even though he had been doing it to Nezi Monster before he and I had met. That's how manipulative these people are.
He also has alt accounts, so anytime anybody's ever spamming something like that, it's from him. It's because of him. And he's just saying shit just to get stuff riled up. So...
Yeah, I mean, he's made it very clear
Yeah.
that they've been trying to cancel me for a really long time.
The first problem is,
Dude, aren't you the one that literally made the tweet being like, I would cancel this guy from?
Toby's claim that I was spamming the chat is a flat-out lie. Provably so because I have access to the stream and to the live chat. I first joined the stream about 7 or 8 minutes into it. That's right before you see the first mention of Nezi Monster calling me her stalker. And the first thing that I said was, any more false allegations against a minor you want to share? I then said, yo Nezi, any false allegations against minors you want to share? Which is why Toby then responded on the live stream by saying that there's no false allegations, that I was just trying to ruin Nezi Monster. And about a minute or so afterwards, I said, bro, one defends Shane Dawson and has 2 friends who are confirmed to like underage character porn, and the other has friends who do that and make false allegations against minors. Beautiful. That's not spam. Spam is when you copy and paste the same message over and over again to fill the chat with that message in particular. Whatever you're spamming, you're supposed to fill the chat with it by copying and pasting it. And that's not what I was doing. Sherman hadn't even popped up onto the stream yet to start spamming the stream for her to even possibly confuse me and Sherman for doing this. So she was just saying I was spamming the chat when I wasn't spamming the chat. And I was still on my one singular account right before she blocked it.
So some might say they were getting a huge rush of comments. Fuck me, kill myself.
And I moved to my next one. Because yes, I did use alt accounts. If you're going to ban me from the stream or try and remove my ability to say something, I will use alt accounts if I want to say something. And I find it baffling that the people who were against me blocking or deleting comments, perfectly fine and willing to do exactly that. But regardless, this was not spam. And the fact that she claimed it was, despite being able to see what I was saying, and the fact that we can see that, shows that it's a flat out lie. And secondly, the perpetual fucking victimhood. I was against and have been against this whole cancel culture bullshit that you partake in, that you were happy to do when it came to Madame, mind you. You even said that you were in support of it when it was used against people you don't like. What I told you on our DMs, Nezi, was that I was going to be taking your group down one by one. I never said anything about canceling you. I never said anything about, making you people run off.
That is
There's
kind
no
of
need
the
for any
point,
of that. There's
though.
no need to just sort of chase you off or get your YouTube channels fucking deleted or your Twitter accounts mass reported. I don't need to use your tactics. You see, that's the beauty in all of this. All it takes is a little truth.
He's VCing you right now and he's not dislike bombing? Yeah, okay.
That was one of my friends popping into the live chat to clarify that I was not using my accounts to mass dislike the stream, because I was in a voice call as the stream was going on, and I was streaming the stream to them, and using my phone to go from alt to alt because she was banning and muting these accounts so that I could communicate in the chat. Now, I know the OBS recording is very jank and low quality. I barely know how to fucking use OBS. I especially didn't know how to use it back then.
Sure. And he's also not spamming my chat either. He's also trying not to dox Nezi. Yeah. So
What? The fuck? Dude, doxing net, bro, fuck off. Dude, this is actually insane.
fucking yeah. I bet.
I bet. It's crazy. Fuck you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because, fucking doxers.
Fucking doctors. You're relatable.
Calm down, bro. Holy fuck.
Well, people got nothing better to do during quarantine, I guess.
Like falsely accusing someone of being sexually harassed. Fucking hell.
No, it's just because mommy and daddy don't love him enough, so he has to go online and try to get it from somebody else.
Oh my god, that's fucking great. That's fucking great. Okay, I forgot about this part. So the e-whore wants to talk about how mommy and daddy didn't love me enough. If it isn't the pot, calling the kettle black. Kinda like the phallic object that you were sucking on for a couple bucks, right? Which one of us has their asshole plastered on the internet? Because I don't think it's me. Which one of us has a video out there where we're pretending to be waiting for our stepdaddy? Because I don't think it's me. But then again, I probably shouldn't question the expert's opinion. After all, they know the best. And her profession just screams a lack of parental discipline.
I'm sorry that your brothers and sisters are better than you, but that's not really my problem now as a dude.
Toby then had the Naves Junkie come to the rescue to ban me from the live chat.
We can play and have fun in a minute. I didn't know that he'd follow you all the way here. So I'm
Follow you all the way here, brother. You're talking shit about him. Of course he's gonna be in there, bro. Come on.
gonna go find one of our friends to like mod for a second. I wonder if what Junkie's doing. Junkie can probably do it.
Do you want to bring Junkie into the call?
You can come into the call if you want. I want him to get in my chat and mod.
You're acting like it's a crazy concept that someone's watching a stream where you're talking about them and like I don't know, like you know how many times where it's like someone will be like, you know, talking like there's times where people talk about me or make videos on me or some shit like that, and it's like people will just like link me and being like, "Did you see this? Did you see this? Do you know this?" It's like that could have even happened too. It's like, you know, he just was casually, you know, like being told about it. It's like I don't know. It's just also I don't know. That's just crazy. Like especially too. There's some cases where people will literally tag you. So the frame it like followed you all the way over to here to my very public channel where thousands and millions of people could see. Like, brother, what are you on about?
I have little 12 and 14-year-olds who hate mob against me, and I don't even have the same problem you do. Shit.
Yeah, I mean, okay, buddy. It's like I don't know. Toby, Nezi Monster's been like actively like slandering Akuma, dude. Of course, he's gonna like keep tabs on them as well too. Just like even just like, you know, an isolated thing. If someone's actively talking shit about you on the internet, you're gonna like notice. It's especially if you're like a smaller channel. Like it's really easy to notice. It's really fucking easy to notice, dude.
16-year-old boys really be like that, though.
Well, let's summarize. When you falsely accuse and smear him in a video to hundreds of thousands of people, then you're in a friend group who continuously keeps poking, prodding, making fun of him, using him for views, right along with the hundreds of thousands of people behind those individuals also falsely accusing him and mocking him. And then you go and falsely accuse one of his friends of sexual harassment when the supposed victim of such never even said it was sexual harassment. And then you refuse to admit that you were wrong and apologize to the individual that you made the accusation towards. And you think you can just sort of sweep it under the rug like it didn't happen and move on without saying you were wrong. I could see why he'd want to come on stream and inform people about what you did. But perhaps that's just my bias.
No, I just have a fucking doxer and like multiple stalkers.
I hope I don't get those. I've already said before, if anyone actually was able to legitimately dox me, that'd be a very big shock. I don't use my real name for anything. Hopefully, Junkie will come in. I sent him a link.
Why can't you just ban him yourself, dude? Like, why are you're like begging for like Junkie to come in, dude? Like, just do it yourself. My God, dude. If you're able to like mod someone during a stream, why are you like trying to get someone to come in and ban someone for you? Come on.
Sorry, guys. I didn't know that Nezi would bring over such trouble. Who would think that a fucking YouTuber like Nezi with no controversies, because she knows how to keep her mouth shut.
No, fuck off.
Like some people, me, would have such a fucking person to come after her. The fuck?
I fucking hate the framing, dude. I fucking hate this framing. It's like, they're attacking me. They're coming after me. Dude, what the fuck, man? What did I ever do to deserve this? Fuck off.
I'm a bigger target. I feel almost slightly insulted.
But you said I get off on the attention. I'm the attention whore.
Hey, you know what? Another thing is so funny because the person who was bitching about numbers all the time, they were never interested in me until I had numbers.
What?
I mean, that's
mind you. Exactly. So sit the fuck up and shut up.
There's a couple of problems with this, but for context to preface this, what Toby is referring to is our back and forth, our lengthy argument back on August 12th of 2020, which is where I said a fan, nah, I just love making fun of hypocrites is all. You talk big game, but let's be real, you're nothing. Your size is entirely irrelevant. It's crazy how people said I have an ego. From what I've seen, someone's always on their period, huh? Blush face. She says, my size is entirely irrelevant because it was never part of the conversation, lol. You brought it up. I said correct, incorrect. I brought it up for a reason, however. You all genuinely think your size grants you access to treat people however you want. Now she's pretending as though I was the first one to bring up size and that I wasn't interested in her until she had size. She's the one who came to me and put my name in her mouth first. She's the one who quote retweeted Fuchsia Butter, saying that she'd cancel me if I wasn't already irrelevant. Calling me irrelevant is starting the conversation about our size difference. It's pointing out that I'm apparently irrelevant. I don't have the size she does. And then she went on to comment on my video, apparently wanting a video on her. So why she's doing this silly little dance pretending as though I made the conversation about size initially, when no, I brought it up later on August 12th. It's fucking ridiculous.
Sit the fuck up. Sit the fuck down.
Yeah, this is exactly why I stopped streaming on YouTube.
Nah, fuck it. I'll just mod. Literally, fuck you, dude. You ain't
This is why you stop streaming on YouTube? Bro, if someone's genuinely annoying you that much in the comments, you either A, ignore them, or B, like how this person's about to do, instead of like doing it themselves, they're a pussy and about to get junkie in to do it for them. It's fucking like ban them or hide them from the channel. It's like, it's really not that hard. It really isn't. Like, bro.
jack shit. Fucking punk fuck my asshole. Oh wait, no. He's underage. Go fucking light firecrackers in the street. Or do whatever you want.
I instead messaged Nezi Monster on Discord, asking her if she had any more false accusations that she'd like to make. Ironically, right at the point of the stream where Nezi said I was friends with Sherman and implied that I was working with him or behind whatever he was doing because he was trying to get into her PayPal. Sherman had popped up into the chat and began spamming it. And another attempt to get some kind of conversation going about the false sexual harassment accusation because Nezi Monster was just too chicken shit to admit she was wrong, something she insists about me, mind you. I then messaged Madlibs about it. Your friends seem to have a real allegation problem. One minute I'm doxing people, the next I'm responsible for someone spamming, while simultaneously I'm just there to call Nezi out because she runs from confrontation yet can talk shit. That pussy shit we spoke about last. The only reason I even started making fun of Toby in the first place is because she opened her mouth and spoke out on something she knew nothing of. Might want to let her know time is money and she's wasting time streaming. She has an OnlyFans and an army of simps to milk dry and spread her ass for. Bills to pay. You can remove me, but you can't respond. Don't be a puss. Compared to the other DMs, that was pretty brief. September 17th was one of my favorite events, though. Madlibs not only had her own spy in my Discord server, but was also working with Slumber, the individual I mentioned previously from the slideshow community, to get evidence, because Madlibs was cooking up a hit piece. Slumber was pretending to be casual with me, as though we set our petty but funny spat behind us, and as if we were chill, even allowing me to stay in their Discord server, to which they would ask questions, I would talk, and those screenshots were relayed back to Madlibs, so they could be stripped of context and used to...
We're 4 hours and 38 minutes into the 9-hour piece. And for timeline's sake, we're a little bit after Toby stuff. I mean, still during it. Nezi Monster made a false allegation against Kumu's friend that they like were sexually harassing someone, even though the interaction was between two people that consenting who were flirting with each other, being like, okay, I got a shirt pic, and then literally the person that apparently was sexually harassed said, yeah, send me that. It's like, okay. And apparently the person that was quote-unquote sexually harassed never even claimed that. Nezi Monster just pulled that out of nowhere. Never, and couldn't
that's
even,
based. What the fuck?
Yeah, couldn't even admit to being wrong. And now they're just like coping on fucking on like Toby's stream. That's pretty much where we're at. And like Toby kept having constant hypocrisies because they're going after Ben the Looney for like fucking lolicon stuff, and made the take that if you make it or consume it, you're a pedophile. It's CP, while also being the same person that made BDSM of like Bakugo.
Oh yeah, I know that.
And also
I know that.
close friends with Fuchsia Butters.
Yeah.
It's like my brother in Christ. They keep calling Akumu a stalker, while these are like the same people who were like making sure to like view their tweets through a block at 3 a.m. to keep tabs on them. It's okay. What do you want me to see at Art Tab now, Zombie? What is this? Why?
That's awesome. That's keto, bro. What?
Dude,
that's
art...
getting pinned.
No, look at all this art, bro. Lavender is becoming the next evil artist. Fucking smiling, friends.
He drew you with fucking cat ears. I love kids. Oh,
Twin Towers.
The Twin Towers. Excellent. Ooh, this is awesome.
What is this?
This is fucking Kino.
Saddam Hussein. Real? But what the fuck? Dude, there's so much. There's a lot of art this stream. Dude, it's over. It's fucking over. But yeah, they're being so gay. Like, dude, Toby's such a pussy, dude. Like, it's because they're like their own. They own their own stream, but they're begging to get someone else who's a mod to try to ban Akumu. Like, they can't just do it themselves. It's like, bro, Come on, dude. You were literally debating on making someone a moderator. You obviously could take a minute, my guy. Like, it's really not that hard. Like, to, hide from channel or anything. Fucking hell. It's
Yeah.
These guys suck. But yeah, it's just constant hypocrisy after hypocrisy. I'm at least trying to get to the 5-hour mark, and we're at 4:38, about to be 4:39. So we're almost there.
No, about a haul ass, nigga.
Yeah. Oh, whoa. Yeah. No. Who cares? But yeah, I'll continue the video. Fucking hell.
To make claims in the hit piece. Gay opping 101. And this goes into my second point for why I'm telling you this. If it was stalking for me to look at what they were saying on their public fucking Twitter accounts, how dare I use an incognito tab? Why was it not stalking when they constantly looked at mine to get evidence? If it was stalking to join their public Discord servers to gather evidence, why was it not stalking when they were doing it to me? 16-year-old me made a very pretentious tweet. If you think about it, I basically pulled a Madara on the CC. First it was James, then it was Ponder and Nezi, and then Fuchsia. I don't count Foxton because she dropped it the moment the seriousness of it hit. I was likening the art and slideshow community's dogpiling of me to weeb shit. The Shinobi Alliance dogpiling Madara. Both the Art CC and the SCC didn't like that notion that their favorites lost or that they had lost, and decided they would mock me for this by taking my tweet and quote retweeting me and each other with it as a copy pasta. Art and slideshow.
They made a copy pasta out of his LARP. That's kind of funny. That is really funny. Man, dude, I think I should tweet this after the stream. Hold on, actually, I'm tweeting it now. Hold on. I think that's gonna be awesome.
If you think about it, I basically pulled a Madara on the commentary community.
Brother.
God, I'm typing it out. I'm typing it out. If you think, gotta do it, dude. I gotta do it. Dude, no one's gonna fucking understand this. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, I know Ace from like the Cinebear coverage on Twitter. What the fuck is he on about?
Yeah, I know Ace from the Keffel stream.
Oh,
What is this?
Dude, it's so over on the CC community. First, first, yeah. Only real ones will get this one. First was James. Then it was Ponder and Nezi. I wish I could just copy paste this, but like I can't because it's like it's in the video. And then Fuchsia. Okay. One last long sentence. Here we go. I don't count. This is definitely gonna make people annoyed in my chat. Hold on. I don't count Foxton because she dropped it the moment the seriousness of it hit. God, I gotta get that emoji too. Fuck. Hold on, guys. Bear with me. I gotta find the blushed emoji. Fucking hell. Where is it? Where is it? Where are they? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yep.
You know, they didn't do their gay nonsense and just made fun of Akumu's like anime LARPing. They probably would have gotten away with it.
Unironically, yeah. But I don't know what's worse. Akumu's anime LARPing or them like engaging in it and taking him seriously.
No, I'm fucking them.
Yeah, it's like God. Hold on.
All you had to do, all you guys had to do is just make fun of him, but you couldn't even do that.
Yeah, guys. So
and now everyone thinks you're pedophiles.
Yeah, I had to do it mobile. All right, here we go. There you go. I made the tweet. Dude, that's gonna be awesome. I hope definitely. I hope people get it. There's gonna be so many people like confused with it. Dude, fucking hell. But yeah, all right. I'll keep the video going.
Adjacent people hopped on the bandwagon and took part in it for about roughly 6 hours. Hidden Bonsai or Abby took part in it. Pepper, Michael was here, Mr. A and Mario, Boxafox or Sparrow as she was going by, and many more. Even a now friend, Renmankins, who was going by Jesp at the time, took part in it. But remember, if I make mean tweets mocking them, It's harassment. Editing me here because I have a quick point that I'd like to make. This Madara comment that I made has had them annoyed and sort of poking fun at it for 2-3 years now. They were still talking about it in 2021 and 2022, so a year or two after I even made this comment, after they did that whole dogpile mockery of it. And yet look at their community now. While I was screenshotting all of this for later use, I suppose that later use being right now, Junkie chimed in, so I replied to him. That turned into a brief spat between the two of us. At one point, he called me a lolcow. Yes, the guy who gets off to the idea of maggots crawling around his fucking genitals
Ugh, I
was
forgot
calling
about that.
me
Why'd
the
you have to remind me
lolcow.
of
It
that,
doesn't
man?
get any better than that. When someone else asked him who I
Someone
was,
liking
he replied
maggots
by
too
linking
much.
Ponder Sprocket and Nezi Monster's collab, saying, a
Dude, I did
special
not
kind
need
of
to be
guy if you
reminded
catch
of
my
that.
drift. Later on, Madlibs tweeted, I've been really considering breaking my never talking about people.
What do you mean
This chick
maggots?
is just too good. September
Bro.
19th, a Twitter user by the name of Diana the
Someone like made like a fucking that's a horrible pause. Someone like had art made for them of maggots crawling into their dick. And it's like, dude, and they're calling like a kumu a lolcow. It's like, ugh, I did
You
not
think
need to be reminded.
you think
of
that scene of Lion King where like Timon and Pumbaa show Simba like all the grubs under the log, that shit like turned him on?
Oh, that's gross. That's disgusting. All right, I'm gonna continue. That is too diabolical for me today. All right, fucking hell.
The Egg Queen tagged Toby, asking about Toby's hypocrisy with a photo of her Todoroki drawing. I've addressed this multiple times. 1. The account it's on were before I got into the art community and didn't understand how to tag stuff. 2. He's aged up, and I know he's aged up when I did it, because somebody asked me to draw it, and I didn't know the character was a kid. Now, this is a lengthy image of replies,
What?
so I'll let it scroll while I make a point.
It's aged up because I didn't know the character was a kid. Therefore, that you could prove that I drew him as an adult. Brother. Brother. Fucking hell.
First, how was her drawing of Todoroki aged up? How did she age up the character if she didn't even know he was underage in the first place? Second, this is beyond fucking ridiculous. The FCK was having a civil war because the differences in the porn of underage characters that either side liked. It was this same day that Omnia uploaded The Faults of Toby featuring Kai Weiss. The main point of their video, like the videos preceding it, was criticizing Toby Majestic for her rampant hypocrisy. The fact she was calling Ben the Linear
Yeah, get
pedophile
them.
for drawing underage characters.
Omnia and Kai, get Toby. You got this. Do you think Omnia like talked over Kai? And that's how? Nope, not finished.
In his
Anyways,
pornography, when she had previously drawn Todoroki and Sailor Moon
She's not
very
talking
much
over him.
sexually. At
She knows
8:09
better.
p.m., Junkie and
Yeah.
Madlibs in their DMs discussed making a collaboration video responding to Omnia and Kai. The earliest response that I've been able to find from Toby was on September 22nd in a tweet. For those of you who are wondering, I am currently working on a response video to clarify and clear up things that have been said about me in the past couple of months, and recently in a video. I'll be apologizing, clarifying, and defending myself. Madlibs also made one. Been breaking a lot of personal rules in terms of videos lately, but hey, when someone decides it's okay to cut DMs, lie about situations, and be two-faced in DMs to farm a friend of mine for content, well, somebody's got to step up. I'm pissed. Get ready. Omnia responded to both of Madlibs' subtweets. Toby then accused Omnia of twisting things, lying, and cutting up their DMs.
Omnia did not talk over Kai, by the way. I think we know.
My favorite part
We
of
know
the
what would happen
Toby
if she
saga
did.
is this tweet right
Fucking
here.
hell.
Wow, not only did somebody try and falsely frame me as a pedophile and went behind my back, but they also publicly posted about a story about my family that I wanted to keep private because I wasn't ready to tell it. What an amazing creator. There are two things I'd like to point out. First is that Toby accused Kai and Omnia of trying to frame her as a pedophile just for pointing out her hypocrisy. Does that sound familiar? Does it ring any bells? Because it should. What previous individual tried to proclaim they were being called a pedophile because someone pointed something out against them? Fuchsia.
Dude, they're literally just Fuchsia Butters reincarnated, dude. What the fuck? Dude, I didn't even know. I guess I like went on to go do the same thing, which I think I did like make that point earlier, but I guess that happened after the fact that they made the point. But you still get called a hypocrite. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Dude, my god, fucking hell.
Fuchsia Butter. Toby used the same exact fucking play that Fuchsia did just months prior in this attempt to victimize herself. The second thing I should mention is that after Toby and the FCK accused Omnia of cutting up the DMs to make her look bad and that she left out context, Omnia then publicized their entire DMs, and then Toby cried wolf that a story about her family was publicized because it was in the DMs. Omnia initially used select excerpts or pieces from their DMs to talk about their conversation because she didn't want to publicize those private details. Toby and the FCK then used the fact that not all the DMs were shown in their complete entirety to proclaim that Omnia was being dishonest. And then when Omnia did what they wanted and publicized the full DMs, they tried to spin it so that Omnia was still in the wrong. Nezi Monster tried to compare Omnia to fucking Madame because she publicized the full DM.
Omnia being compared to Madame is absolutely ludicrous. My fucking god.
Just shows how hard being a black woman in this space is.
Yeah. They need to stop. They need to stop talking and listen, bro. What the fuck? You remember the person that attempted to dox a minor? Yeah, Omnia, you're a lot like them for calling me out on hypocrisy. You're literally.
This is
like that person.
basically like Rosa Parks of the art commentary community.
Oh my god, fucking hell.
Only after they complained about her not doing so. This is how ridiculous these people are. And this just goes to show that their issue wasn't that the DMs weren't accurately represented, nor cut up to frame anything. It was that the DMs made Toby look like the idiot she was, so they needed something to bitch about to try and save her image, by making it appear to the public that Omnia was being dishonest.
Omnia isn't black according to Kai later on? Ooh. What does that mean?
You can't win with these people by playing their game to the rules
I know
they
black.
set, because they don't
I know
follow
black.
the rules
Is she
themselves.
Dominican?
You cannot appease them.
Lol.
They will twist everything. Now, Kai and Omnia went on to clarify that they weren't calling Toby a pedophile, though.
Wait, hold on. Another little mini derail. We got art tab again. What is this? Okay, Zavi, that's not even art. That's not even art, dude. You're just giving me your fantasies at this point. God. Evil stuff happening. Evil fucking stuff. Alright, I'm gonna continue the video.
Toby and the FCK knew that already. It was just their public spin. Kai then made
Maybe
a
if
follow-up
Omnia
video
was
that
an
addressed the
Eastern
Twitter
star
drama,
like
and
Rosa
specifically what the
Parks.
FCK had to say. There's plenty more of Twitter back and forth replies between Kai, Omnia, Madlibs, Toby, and the other associates of the FCK. I don't think I need to get into every single one for you to understand what the FCK were up to, but I will say I find it interesting that they're allowed to take part in Twitter arguments without it being harassment. At this time, Madlibs was scripting with Junkie and was somehow bamboozled and confused that Omnia knew the tweet was about her, as if it wasn't fucking obvious. Let's think about that. The same day, Omnia and Kai's video comes out on Toby, a video that contains some cropped DMs. Toby made a tweet that clearly referenced a recent video made about her, and claimed that that same person, she won't name, cut up DMs. And then Madlibs made a tweet on the same auspicious day, repeating Toby's claims about cut-up DMs. They couldn't have made their silly little subtweets any more obvious. But how could Omnia have possibly known it was about her? We definitely need the Mystery Machine and gang on this one to Scooby-Doo this shit. These people are fucking retards. I don't know what it is with the Art CC and the SCC. They constantly subtweet about people, and they're fucking horrible at it. Zero thinking, just impulse to bitch, and fingers crossed hoping that the person they're seething about won't find out that it's about them. It's just so fucking childish. On September 24th, Toby uploaded addressing my controversies, and she also blocked me on Twitter. Madlibs clarified that the impending video wasn't about Kai and Omnia, instead about someone who has been harassing and trying to dox her friends. She still didn't admit that she was scripting a video with Junkie on Kai and Omnia, a project that was, mind you, very poorly hidden because Toby, at the start of her video, said that two friends were still making a video on Kai and Omnia. This thinly laid veil wasn't fooling anyone, except maybe their audience of window makers. It was as if they put the
Hey,
window
look at it, chat, bro. That's fucking funny.
Wait, hold on. When Omnia first accused Kai of domestic abuse and showed pictures of their bruises, Kai accused Omnia of leveraging their biracial background to use the system to put Kai, a black man, in the prison system under Trump's charges. I'm pretty sure there's a comment on your Kai Weiss video that points that out at eSpace. Oh yeah, that's fucking hell. I just think that concept's really funny. It's like, look, dude, look what my boyfriend did to me. He fucking abused me. Dude, you're just trying to put a black man in jail.
You just hate young success.
Yeah.
You just hate young black excellence.
God. Fucking hell. Dude, what does that even have to do? What does that have to do with anything? That is such a stretch. He found a way to make a black woman seem racist against a black person. It's actually impressive. It's actually really impressive. So you're using your other half to go against me to give you're using that advantage. It's like whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. Fucking go.
You have a 50% rights boost.
Dude, Kai's a racist, dude. What the fuck? Nah, but fucking hell. Yeah, legit pull the race car on his accuser. That's impressive, dude. You gotta give the man the points for dedication. Fucking hell.
He stuck to the race car till the very fucking end.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna continue.
On backwards and obscured their own view while everyone else could see exactly what the fuck they were up to. Madlibs then released her big hit piece video titled "A Year of Harassment and Accusations" with Miss Nezi, the names Junkie, Doodletone, and Slumber on September 29th, getting 17k views and 1.6k likes. This nearly 2-hour-long masterpiece was edited by Ocean or Oceansis. Perhaps you all recognize that name from before. They were in the comment section of my Slummers video from October of 2019. Oh, and turns out this individual is also a moderator in Madlib's Discord server. Whoa, the world just brings people together. Just like Bonder Sprocket and Nezi Monster's 2-part collab from March of 2020, Madlib's video is littered with problems that I wouldn't be able to truly explain in detail within this video without dragging it out much longer than it needs to be. I will be dedicating a future retrospective episode to it that'll go far more in depth than what I'll tell you here. By the time you're watching this, it may even be out, so if you're interested, just check the playlist. With that said, I will summarize Madlib's A Year of Harassment video and link it down below for fact checking. The video had 18 segments in it, starting with the intro, my transphobia, my homophobia, apparently my ignorance, lies, alts, and deleted things, the doxers, apparently my hypocrisies, trolling and fun, a Slummer segment that was followed by several other segments aiming to detail and share their experiences with me, all of which left some things out and or lied. However, I'll go over some of my favorite bits. 22 minutes in, Madlibs tried to backpedal the doxing claim from Twitter, the one that I just showed you all, only to say I heavily associate with doxers, and then use guilty by association to suggest that I had something to do with Sherman going after Nezi Monster, whilst admitting he was after Nezi Monster before all of this.
Now,
why do the people that use guilt by association end up being like the worst people to use it? I don't think I've ever seen a case where someone's like trying to like.
I wonder who that's about.
Yeah, I just can't like. I don't know that I can think of a few examples of this where it's like people will just like go after you for like who you're associated with, and it's like if we're gonna go off your morals, some of the people you hang around are not great either. It's like it's really fucking funny to me, but like it's really funny that who is this Miss Zizi? Yeah. Fucking going after Akuma for it when they're like friends with people that they would consider pedophiles. It's really interesting. It's really fucking interesting. If it was someone else, hell, if Akumu did the things that Fuchsia Butter did, they would be going all hell on them. Fucking hell loose. They would be like they wouldn't even care. They would just say he's a pedophile that had CP in his server and with minors, and it's like that's how they would frame it. That is 100% how they would frame it, and then just boom, hit piece after hit piece after hit piece. They just clean their hands together, be like, "Well, that takes care of that," and just walk away. Like, it's insane to me. It's really fucking insane to me. But yeah, I guess I'll keep the video going. We still got like 12 minutes till the 5-hour mark at the very least. Let's go.
Now, this next part is where things start to go from an ignorant teen to harmful to other people, and it's only going to get worse from here. Now, to my knowledge, Akumu himself has never doxed anybody, and I'm not trying to accuse him of doing the doxing. However, he heavily associates himself with multiple doxers who are part of something called the UTTP, a group dedicated to doxing YouTubers. And
there's no way they're about to say Akumu is associated with the UTTP. Why do these people, like, we always go back to this eventually, bro. How long have these people been on the fucking internet, dude? Fuck me. Fuck
other
me.
people. Not only that, but another person from UTTP has told another YouTuber Slumber in the DMs that they and Akumu are allies. They also admit to being the ones who doxed Ponder Sprocket on a different account. And I also have DMs of this account talking with Akumu about UTTP in another server. This person goes by Lugia, and you can see him in Akumu's comment section and on other people's videos on Akumu. And you can see, of course, this account admitting to being Lugia in these DMs. I also have evidence of Akumu admitting to knowing Surebase, aka Sherman. If you guys have hung out in the streams of anybody in the art commentary community, you know who he is. He's a loser who spends all of his time poorly doxing people using bots in YouTubers' streams. He does this on multiple streams, and I actually have many of his alt accounts hidden on my channels list, as you can see.
I think Sherman's here.
I don't give a shit. It could literally, I can't say anything.
The only ones that need to be blocked and banned are the ones, like I said before, that was the doxing material that I told you in DMs, or if somebody's spamming the same thing over and over and over again, separate messages, then you can do that. Everything else, though, I can handle.
Well, no, this is Akumu's friend we're talking about. The dude who is trying to not only hack into my stuff and take my money, but also has attempted to dox me on numerous occasions. And if that's who he chooses to associate with, fine then.
Now, it is true that Sherman was bothering Nezi Monster well before all of this happened, but nobody has ever tried to break into her Twitter or PayPal before she had problems with Akumu. That only happened after Akumu was having problems with Nezi. Now,
are you implying that Akumu sent someone to try to dox Nezi Monster? that is a fucking insane claim. Like, the guilt by association point wasn't already great. I mean, I don't know what they're even on about with like the full fucking was it going into like their fucking like spot Patreon or some shit, like, or whatever. It's like I don't really know much about that, but it's like obviously it wasn't Akumu, and they made the take of, well, simply being associated with them is pretty much the same thing as him doing it, which is really funny that's coming from their side. That is really hilarious that they're the ones that make the take. Yeah, fucking hell.
Now, Akuma claims that he told Sherman to stop messing with her. However, I think it's very interesting that as soon as Akuma gets into some bigger beef with Nezi after all of this time after her video came out, that somebody, for some mysterious reason, starts trying to break into her Twitter and PayPal. Yes, her PayPal, the thing that she uses to make money through her commissions, the thing that has her personal banking information on it as well as her address, endangering both her financial situation and her personal safety, and this shit is not okay, for multiple reasons. The first and worst of all being that this could put her and a lot of other people that he's trying to dox in danger.
At 30 minutes in, she admits that one of the reasons she made the video was because I was beginning to garner an audience of cronies.
Speaking of being taken seriously, another huge reason that I'm making this video is because unfortunately, this kid has started to gain some traction. He's started to gain a few little cronies who want to participate in his harassment, as shown by everything I'm showing on screen right now. And that's not okay. Somebody who makes false accusations, takes things out of context, and exaggerates things to tear people down should not be taken seriously.
So yes, it was a hit piece because people were beginning to listen to me. Even though by this point I had maybe 100 subscribers, she at one point shows my channel and the subscribers I had at the time in the fucking video compared to her thousands of idiots who went on to repeat this slop. But mine are cronies. 48 minutes in, the start of the Fuchsia Butter segment, Madlibs claimed that I harassed Fuchsia, and that was why he took down his video on me.
Now Lucy, aka Fuchsia Butter, has decided that she didn't want to be part of this video because she's sworn off YouTube drama and she just doesn't want to touch this. So I'm going to be talking about this situation instead because this one especially needs to be talked about. Now shortly after my video on Akumu, Fuchsia Butter decided that she was going to make a video on him as well, one discussing a lot more serious stuff that he's done, whereas mine was just reading tweets. The video has since been unlisted due to all of this drama and harassment.
55 minutes in, Madlibs repeats the false accusation that I accused Fuchsia Butter of being a pedophile.
Wait, so so you're gonna make the take that if someone like Akuma like deletes his fucking comments or privates his videos, he's a pussy and he's running. But when Fuchsia Butter unlisted their video, it's they received a bunch of harassment. It was so horrible. It's like, dude, you guys are fucking pussies. What the fuck are they on about? Just, God, hypocrites. I don't know how much because I don't want to keep just saying they're hypocrites or hypocrites. I mean that's the whole point. But it's it just fucking boggles my mind how these people could even operate in a day-to-day life with having this much moral inconsistencies with their life. It's fucking insane to me. Imagine they go to their therapist, they talk about issues they have, but they contradict themselves, and the therapist is that doesn't make sense, and they just start crashing out the therapist. It's over. But yeah, I'll keep the video going. Keep it going.
After he goes on about the not safe for work chats, he moves on to a worst accusation, and coincidentally the one that he likes to bring up the most outside of YouTube. Akumu tries to claim that Lucy is a pedophile. Now in a later video he says that he wasn't saying she was a pedophile, he was saying she was how did he put it?
To be exact, I said he liked underage character porn and proved such.
Now there are many more issues with that video, and I will be covering it, so look out for that retrospective. Madlibs took any and every argument or claim from the videos that came before hers, specifically the ones from the FCK or whoever associated with the group. For example, reusing the Photoshop screenshot that Fuchsia used, or claiming I deleted tweets to hide what I was doing, a claim that was previously peddled by Ponder, Nezi, and Fuchsia. Of course, the same habit of revisionism and crying wolf is a reoccurring thing in the video, but there were some new claims too. The video was structured so that each individual would have a segment in it, where Madlibs would cherry pick and inform the audience only one-sided details of what had happened, to present each of the individuals as victims of my harassment. In the Nezi Monster segment, Madlibs repeated the false sexual harassment accusation against my friend, claiming that I was falsely accusing Nezi Monster of making false accusations, that the sexual harassment accusation was true. She relied on the exact same screenshots that Nezi Monster was trying to use back in our DMs. This was because Nezi Monster withheld the key screenshot and only gave Madlibs a few of the others.
Did she send you more than 2? Could you tell me the amount? Yeah, 9 to 10. Let me check. Appreciate it, G. I was wrong. It was 6. At least those are the ones directly related to the harassment thing. Interesting. Okay.
That I gave her. Out of the 16 I sent Nezi, Nezi only gave Madlibs 6 of them, and not the main one.
So Nezi obfuscated 10 screenshots to perpetuate a narrative. Dude, this bitch sucks. This bitch fucking sucks, dude. It's kind of funny, when they were arguing the DMs, they had a crying PFP. I could not even take them seriously just with that. It's evil stuff. But yeah, keep it playing.
October 21st of 2020. Only Jesp, as they were now known, now Renmankins, made their own video on Toby Majestic and Toasty Vanilla, citing my video on Toasty and talking to Teddy the Draws. Just daring to use me as a reference and source upset quite a few people, such as Minty Shit who commented about it. On October 24th, the video was posted allegedly in Ponder Sprocket's Discord server, and Nezi Monster reacted to it. The FCK was spoken about here, so here is that conversation.
Alright, let me read it. Okay. Life material, bruh, I didn't care about the Toby's part. I only watched Toasty segment, and yeah, I'm kind of angry. Alright. What happened in the Toasty segment? She called Toasty a predator and groomer without proper evidence. Ooh. There you go. Yep, it's Nezi Monster.
Now, for some additional context, this is October of 2020, and this is the reaction to Ren's video that came out around that time on Toasty Vanilla. This is a full recording, but to break it down for this video, I'll be showing snapshots or screenshots.
She's basically siding with Akumu, saying that she encouraged minors to look at NSFW. She even brought your name up at the Pokey Dork. From what I remember, it was that you and others were in the former friend group with Toasty. I used to be friends with him. Yeah, I stopped because of some of the stuff he did I didn't agree with and cut him off because he also mistreated a friend. Was he sending porn to minors or encouraging minors to look at NSFW? I don't know about that, but I do remember he would send porn as a joke in the friend group and we were all adults. I see. He did admit to allowing minors in the NSFW chat, though.
That's from it. Reading the messages, just to slow some things down and so that everything can be fully comprehended.
Oh, look, it's Doodle
A user with
Tones.
the,
Fucking
I'm assuming
hell.
nickname.
Oh, gotta go back. I want to redo this.
Just to slow some things down and.
Alright. Well, it's Akuma's video that Jess was using, and that's the crux of the argument against Toasty. What evidence does Akumu have? Oh,
that everything can be fully comprehended. A user with the, I'm assuming nickname, wife material links the only Jasp Toasty Vanilla video. Bruh. I didn't care about the Toby parts. I only watched the Toasty segment, and yeah, I'm kind of angry. Oh boy, somebody's angry. The Polka Dork, who is Nezi Monster, says, what happened in the Toasty segment? She called Toasty a predator and groomer without others to look at in his SFW. She even They're talking about the FCK. I used to be friends with him, yeah. I stopped because of some of the sinners or encouraging minors to look at NSFW. I don't know about that, but I do remember he would send porn as a joke in the friend chat. The crux of her argument against Toasty. What evidence does Akumu have? I don't know if I even want to look at Akumu's video. And he tried saying Libby allowed it when he modded for her server, not bringing up that he was fired, and that she said explicitly to not do that. When was he a mod, if I can ask? And when was he fired? I'm trying to piece together the timeline. A while ago now, but he was fired for spamming and adding everyone. Libby didn't know about the NSFW stuff till the vid. Right. Scarlet Otaku comes in with his banger of a take. Akumu can't be taken seriously with how he goes about gathering his evidence, as well as his general attitude. I'm frustrated with Jesp's lack of evidence and hateful attitude in the video. She straight calls him a groomer. I don't like the fact Toby is in a video with someone she believes is a groomer because it makes it look like she's involved. She's not friends with him either. Having griped with someone isn't the same as calling someone a predator. She even calls him a gaslighter during the Akumu call when no, Toasty was asking for clarification to a question. Yeah, that's another thing that irks me. She's pushed herself into a situation that she knows little to nothing about. Nezi says Toasty has undeniably done some bad stuff, but I don't think he's a terrible person. I highly doubt he's a fucking predator of all things. Annoying, sure, but fucking going after minors sexually? Fuck off, Jesp. I remember warning him about sending porn as a joke before I cut him off. There was also the whole Shadman shit. I checked who he's following. Shadman isn't on the list. Not recently, no. Jesp even says at one point he was a fan, meaning he is not a fan anymore, meaning he does not like Shadman's work, meaning Jesp is poisoning the well. They love not knowing how to use logical fallacies. I'm aware he isn't anymore, but he used to defend it. He doesn't anymore, but yeah. Then again, her whole video is just, the entire water supply is undrinkable, there's too much poison. She's dangling his past mistakes over his head, and it's disgusting. As he says, there's other stuff, but it's not my story to tell. I don't think he's a predator, but there is stuff he needs to fix. This video is not the way. I'm very, very frustrated with her, but I know if I speak to her about it, she's going to have a meltdown and subtweet me. October 27th of 2020, I experienced some technical issues consisting of my entire drive corrupting, so I lost not just the save file of my response to Mad Libs, but a lot of my organized evidence, which delayed my response video. After Harsh Opinions, Nani, and several others came to the rescue for Toby Majestic, this eventually led to the infamous video from Just a Robot with the FCK, Toby Drama, featuring Manga Gamen and Fuchsia Butter, uploaded on November 3rd. Fuchsia
No, not Fuchsia Butter in a jar video. It's so fucking over. No.
previously claimed to be done with drama in his public statements and the DMs with me, and yet there he was right back at it. Kind of like when he said he was done with me, only to be in another video about me like an abandoned dog. These people can't even stick to their own fucking words, their promises to their audience. It's one thing to change your mind, it's another to keep saying you're just done with drama and exhausted by it when it doesn't go your way, and then to put yourself right back in drama when you think you can flip things around. Just a Robot's Toby Majestic video was a very biased mess. No thanks to Fuchsia Butter, who was hellbent on defending anything Toby did, along with the fact that the information that manga common and just a robot used for this video was not only wrong, but was given to them by the name's junkie. At this point in the timeline, September and October of 2020, I think it's more than fair to ask this question. Where the fuck was Ponder Sprocket? Ponder Sprocket commentaries are meant to demonstrate wrongdoings, contradictions, or dispel false narratives. The same person who said smear campaigns and lying about a minor was bad when it was Slimmers, who milked the Madame situation with several videos in 2020, whether it be the video she made by herself in 2019, the 2-part collaboration she did with Nezi Monster in March of 2020, or how about the 4-part collaboration she did with Darkness Stone on October 6th of 2020. And yes, the same Darkness Stone, who was previously reporting my fucking Twitter account. Just another coincidence, I bet. From the events that I have detailed you so far, does this whole thing not reek of what Ponder normally talks about? But she didn't. My response to Mad Libs didn't come out until November 16th of 2020. A couple of days later, on the 25th, Ms. Easy had a stream titled Playing Mad Father. Considering her segment in Mad Libs' video, where she recounted her supposed harassment whilst leaving shit out, I'll get into the specifics of that when I cover that video, I decided to pop into the live chat. At an hour and 22 minutes into the stream, I appear. She says something along the lines of being tired of me, and that I was acting like a stalker, repeating what she said in Mad Libs' video.
Akumu made another account just to spam. Yeah, I swear to God, like, I'm so tired of him. He's acting like such a fucking stalker at this point.
I clarified that I was not spamming the chat anymore.
Yeah, that was directly from that was directly from Mad Libs calling him a stalker. That was literally the person that was literally looking at his Twitter account at 3 a.m. to make sure like they knew what they were thinking. That is actually really funny. God, but yeah, keep playing.
Or, as I'd rather see her admit her lies, to which she said, lying about what, Akumu?
It isn't spam, but we did momentarily, but we'd rather see you admit your lies. Lying about what, Akumu? Actually, you know what? Fine, you caught me.
No! No, you cannot just unironically do that to me. Why was there a smoke detector sound? Why? Dude, there's a smoke detector sound in this person's video. I need to hear that again. What the fuck? Hold on. Brother, why? It's so fucking over, dude.
Actually, you know what? Fine, you caught me. On my Twitter once, I said that black licorice isn't that great. You caught me. I actually don't really like black licorice that much.
2 minutes later, she reads another comment of mine where I clarify my issues with her and her group. This is where she starts to spiral.
Who lost her eyes. You lied about me and my friends, and you tried to manipulate the truth and other creators to defend your friend. The list goes on. I'm not getting anybody to defend my friend. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You lied about me and my friends. I'm not lying when I say that you never stop fucking bothering me. That's exactly what you're fucking doing. You try to manipulate the truth. The truth what? The truth that I'm saying about how you're fucking bothering me? You're doing it right the fuck now. Fuck off. Holy shit.
Dude, Mad Libs crash
I really fucking love how he does this. Like, oh, you're just lying about me and my friends. I'm not fucking lying when I say that you contact me on multiple fucking accounts, because that's what you're doing right the fuck now.
You're stalking, little bro.
Shit. I'm just trying to find a fucking bucket or something to carry water in. I don't need you bothering me right now. Holy shit. Is there a way to ban people on YouTube? Trust me, guys, that is exactly what I'm doing with his alt accounts. And like I said, exactly how I'm describing it to you. He comes back on multiple fucking accounts to bother me. And yet somehow it's a fucking lie when I say that you never leave me alone.
Stop with the smoke detectors.
You want to take a breather, King? Yes. Guys, I don't know if you understand, but I've been dealing with this for over a fucking year. Because he doesn't know how to take a fucking L.
Because he doesn't know how to take an L. They're his folks, the art commentary copium. They've had themselves genuinely convinced that it is my L to take, that I lost, and could accept that. Mob mentality and yes men have the most bizarre effects on people's perspective on reality, completely warping it.
Or at least understand when I say, hey, I'm fucking taken, and I don't want you bothering me, alright? Go the fuck away. Doesn't understand that.
I have no idea.
Alright, so I think I'm probably like gonna just end the stream around here. Dude, how did this tweet do? 14 likes, dude. That's awesome. What the fuck, dude? Yeah, everyone should like up this tweet. It's awesome. FCK reference. It'll show me that you were here. But yeah, fucking go. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream. It's been great. let me just save the timestamp onto my phone real quick. But I will also be linking in the description the abstract podcast thing, just so that if you guys want something else to watch, I'll just have that in the description. You guys just check that out. Started it I think last week. It's been doing pretty good. I think so. It's been doing really good. But yeah. Thank you for coming out. 5:04:46.